the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit.
Fantasy Headliners Nation. Headliner Nation. Fantasy Headliners for the nation. I'm a headliner. I'm a headliner.
Yo. Analytics off the chain. All the channels not the same. Jake and Kyle, you know the name. Headliner Nation, we running the game. Y'all stuck on third down. Your content's plain Jane. Headliners on top now. We gonna move them chains. Podcast off the rip. Draft guide, so legit. Fantasy world, our game tight. You know we about that chub life. Stuck in a rut and you need some motivation. Head to the channel for this Headliner Nation.
I'm a headliner.
What is going on, Headliner Nation? Another week of fantasy football. Kyle, here we go into week 2. It is now week 2. I mean, it just started last week, and all of a sudden, this week just flew by, right? And now we're setting ourselves up here for week 2 fantasy football. The chat is already rolling. We're going to give it a couple minutes to let some people come in here and get ready to go because, Kyle, we're talking fantasy football, all things fantasy football here for the next hour and a half, 2 hours or so, as long as the nation wants to hang out with us here tonight.
Listen, okay, week 1 in the books.
Yep.
Okay, we've had a chance to spend the week overreacting.
Yep.
Being
Not
upset
us.
about things or too excited about things. We've had some injuries happen. We've had some guys that moving up or moving down the depth. Listen, okay, tonight we're going to sort it all out. We're going to talk about it. This is a great therapy session tonight.
Right.
Okay, because we're not overreacting. What week 2 isn't even done yet. No need to overreact.
Exactly. A lot of people, we actually made a video on this before the season started about not panicking. People still panicking. You don't want to panic. We're going to come out with a video coming up this week with some potential trade targets because I know there's some owners out there that are flipping out, and we might as well take advantage of those people while we possibly can. But Kyle, we're going to dive right into some questions here. There's no more really breaking news that have happened since today's video, or earlier. Actually, it was earlier yesterday. With the tailgate video, the final recap to the week, which a lot of people seem to enjoy this week. The tailgate chef and Tater doing weather was apparently a big hit with the people this week. Having Tater on location is almost a must now, I think, going forward. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it'll get a little expensive. Or
I didn't send him there. He sent himself there and then just blamed it on me.
He's gonna get lost one of these times, and we're not gonna be able to find him.
Yeah, I don't even know where the guy's at half the time. All right, Kyle, let's head into some questions because we're already getting them flying here in the chat. We see some super chats. If you send us a super chat, it will 100% be answered. So give us some time. We'll get through those. We're gonna hop back and forth between that and the chat and just talk some football here for the next couple hours. Kyle, who's the first one you got there at the top?
Frankie with the 5 bomb in the chat says he needs an adult. Well, you come to the wrong place.
I don't know if I'm the best for that.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But he says, do I flex Jamal Williams or Julio Jones in a half PPR? Listen, if you're wanting, I don't see, I like Jake and I think on 2 different sides of the Jamal Williams train right now. Part of the reason I was so concerned about Jamal Williams when they signed him is because I thought he was going to have the type of role that we just saw. Jake, I know in your video this week, in terms of the not overreacting or anything, you're kind of holding right now saying this can't be it every single week. Like Swift being back healthy, is that going to have? So we have to kind of let things play out. I think if I had to make a guess here, I would probably say Julio Jones might end up being a little bit of a higher option for me this week. Jamal Williams could end up being safer for me.
Yeah, it's not that I dislike Jamal Williams. I just don't want people to think that they have themselves a weekly top 12. So, and that's where I kind of have to watch things. It's just, listen, it's still Detroit, and I understand they're going to utilize their backs with Anthony Lynn there. There are not a whole lot of options to begin with, but a lot of days they're going to be trailing, and they may not be able to rely as much on the run. Plus, now defenses know, hey, we just got to stop these two running backs. Not a whole lot on the outside to really worry about, and they're going to make some adjustments. So that's just something I'm a little bit worried about. I think Jamal Williams may be safer, but if it's me and my team this week, I'm going Julio.
Next question up as I go back to the other tab here. Joe P with the 5 bomb.
What up, Joe P?
Need 2.5 PPR. Higgins, Marvin Jones, Sutton, DJ Moore, and Aguilar. First question. For me personally this week, I'm going to go with Higgins and DJ Moore there.
Yep,
and
I agree.
Also Claypool, Melvin Gordon, Marvin Jones, or Sutton in the flex, half PPR. Whew.
Am I crazy for wanting to say Melvin Gordon? Am I nuts?
No, I don't think you're nuts. Not for this anyway. Maybe for other things.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, they're going against Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's why I don't think you're nuts by any means. My only concern would be is they use Melvin Gordon in the first half, and maybe he has a decent first half, but then they go Javonte Williams in the second half, and because they're a little bit more in the run game script at that point, so Melvin Gordon, you're probably looking at you're probably looking at a decent return. Ceiling might be a little bit limited, but I don't have any issue going that route.
Perfect. 11111 out there in the chat saying he wants to know what this show is going to be because he's pretty sure it's going to be a
banger. Let's go. Banger.
There you go.
Manny, bench one. Najee Harris, Elijah Mitchell, or Myles Gaskin. Oh, that's a tough one for me. It would have to be Elijah Mitchell.
That's who I have lowest. I have Gaskin at 22 and Elijah Mitchell at 28 as of right now, because I do believe that we're going to see JaMychal Hasty this week. I think we're going to see some Trey Sermon this week, and it's not just going to be just Elijah Mitchell. So yeah, that's probably going to be who I sit there this week out of those options.
And we'll talk about Elijah Mitchell because his name's going to come up quite a bit this week, but I think we need to be a little bit careful with it. Yeah. Frankie with another 5 bomb. He says, okay, need an adult yet again. Do I flex Elijah Mitchell or Cole Beasley in a half PPR? I'm going to go Cole Beasley in his 13 targets from last week.
And what's going to make that change on a weekly basis? Sure, it may not be 13, but he's going to be hovering right around 10 per week. He's like the safety valve in that offense. You know, he has the eye of Josh Allen, and in my opinion, a safe play right there on a weekly basis.
Robert with the 5 bomb. Hey guys, should I start looking at other defenses? I currently have Washington. The cards are available in my league as well. I don't think you need to look at them yet. Yeah, they got caught off guard by Danny Dimes this past week, or Danny Pennies, as Jake calls him now. So it did hurt a little bit, but it's not enough for me to move on yet, because they're still going to get quite a bit of sacks. They're going to create some turnovers. It's still early for me to give up on them.
Yeah, I can't give up on them just yet. Plus, their schedule's going to get easier as the season goes on. I'm still holding it. I mean, now it obviously depends on your scoring settings, but with the likes of a Chase Young there, you can rack up some sacks, force some fumbles, get some turnovers. So I love the Cardinals defense, don't get me wrong, but don't base it off of just 1 week, because that secondary is still not great despite their week 1 showing. So it's just something we need to pay attention to here as we're going forward. Now, as I'm watching the chat scroll by, the chat's going pretty fast here tonight. But Kyle, I also noticed that we have 752 viewers right now and only 159 likes. So the 159 like number needs to come up. If you appreciate the content, do us a favor and hit the like button. Full disclosure,
don't make me get swag rich in here.
Full disclosure, I don't have the helmet right here on my desk. I'm going to have to stand up to get the helmet, but I'm not standing up for 173 likes. I'm going to have to stand. I don't even have shorts on, people, so this is going to be really awkward for me to stand up to get this helmet.
Yeah, no. I don't blame you at all there. Yeah. Big Tizzy wants to know Waddle, Mitchell, Sermon, pick one, and a PPR. For this instance here, I'm willing to go Mitchell because I feel like Mitchell is probably going to get the first look over Sermon. Yeah, some split carries. Maybe Sermon starts to work his way up there. I'll go Mitchell here, though.
God. I think Mitchell's probably the safer option, but part of me on the inside wants to just say, just let the Diamond Cojones hang out and go with Jalen Waddle. Like, part of me just loves Jalen Waddle. It's a difficult matchup for him, though, this week, going up against Buffalo. But with no Will Fuller, Jalen Waddle's value for who knows how long is getting a huge bump. So I don't want to discount Jalen Waddle. I think if you want to play it safe, it's Mitchell. If you want to gamble a little bit and throw it out on the table, if you know what I mean, then you go Waddle.
Daniel Sanchez with the 5-bomb won all my leagues last year. Thanks to you guys. Appreciate it. But you won your leagues because of you.
You set the
your
lineups.
lineup.
Yep.
We're glad that we were able to help along the way, though. Y'all the best faux show. Love the content. Elijah Mitchell or Chase Edmonds in a full PPR. I'm going to go Edmonds here in full PPR.
Here's the deal. I mean, we know there's not going to be Everson Griffin now this week for the Minnesota Vikings. He's out with a concussion. A lot of injuries on the defensive side of the football for the Vikings. That really helps the running game of the Cardinals. I'm going Edmonds as well.
Jack Hansen with the 5-bomb. Jamal Williams or Connor as a flex and a half-point PPR. I will go Jamal Williams here, and I think Jake's going to be on the other side.
No, I'm still going to go. It's close. It's super close, but I'm going with Jamal Williams here. I still think Connor, obviously he has a role. The guy's going to get close to 15 touches a week, and that's what we preached all offseason, is you're getting a guy who's getting 15 touches a week in like the 9th or 10th round of your draft. We never said he's going to come in and be a top 12 guy. We just said that he's going to have a role, which he does. An easier matchup, but I don't know if the ceiling is going to be as high as a potential Jamal Williams revenge game against Green Bay.
Finkel and Ihorn wants to know who is the deep running back help to add now for a mid-year breakout.
Oof.
I mean, one person I would keep an eye on, but it's going to take some injuries to happen, is Jeff Wilson from the 49ers. Like, if somebody else were to go down and Jeff Wilson comes back mid-season, we saw last year him get some goal line touches. So if he's the healthiest one of the bunch at any point this season, I mean, he's someone that you could stash on your IR right now. As far as like that's the thing about running backs, is there's not a whole lot of guys out there that you can just grab. You could grab Michael Carter because it looks like he's being dropped in quite a bit of league. So you could grab him since he hasn't really done anything yet and try to hold him. But man, other than that,
it's a bunch of people who are dependent on injuries.
Yeah.
Before there's anybody really set. And you can look at like Damian Williams in Chicago. If something were to happen to David Montgomery, that's a name to pay attention to. It's not somebody who you can really utilize right now. Same goes for all the other handcuffs, Alexander Madison and Tony Pollard. Those are all guys that have potential end of season, but they're injury dependent. And I hate to have a bunch of guys on my bench that I just can't use unless I'm dependent on an injury.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, we are going through some of the super chats right now, trying to knock those out. We're going to get in. We're going to go back and forth between the two, but we're going to let it flow. But we got to get quite a few likes. We're at 360 still, and we have almost 900 people watching. No. I need y'all to show up tonight, and you haven't done that yet for us. Garth Drake with the 5-bomb. Need a flex PPR. Justin Jefferson, Bobby Trees, Brandon Ayuk, Gaskins, J-Rob, Eli Mitchell. I have Lamb, Hopkins, Gibson, and Henry locked in, and my wide receiver and running back. Thanks. Whoo! So it's basically between Justin Jefferson and Bobby Trees. Part of me wants to say Bobby Trees this week, just because I don't know if Justin Jefferson is 100% healthy yet.
Not just that, I'm more worried about how much time does Kirk Cousins have in the pocket against J.J. Watt and Chandler Jones to get those routes down the field open for Justin Jefferson. I think he's going to be a big play touchdown dependent option this week. Hard to sit him, but you have great options. And the Rams offense, even though it's going up against a difficult defense in Indianapolis, is still one of those offenses that I believe can put up points on any single team out there the way that they're built right now. We saw Cooper Kupp get the bulk of it last week. Could be Robert Woods this week. I think Robert Woods is safer, but I hate sitting Justin Jefferson. You're just a little bit more big play dependent, and it's a little bit more of a gamble.
I just feel like we're going to see Adam Thielen be peppered with targets this week. I've got Adam Thielen pretty high in my rankings because of that.
Yep.
Frankie with another 5-bomb. So I really need adult supervision. Listen,
I'm
Frankie,
struggling.
Anna is our moderator because
Yes.
we can't even be trusted without adult supervision. She is literally really the only adult out of any of us at this point. So, I mean, if you need adult supervision, we're going to have to ask Anna to help out tonight.
Yeah.
Do I flex Charknado, Sammy Watkins, or Latavius Murray in a half PPR? I'm going to go with Charknado here.
I think I am. I think I agree. Latavius Murray, I believe, is going to get, I want to say the bulk of the work, but they've also activated Devontae Freeman in that backfield. We already know about Tyson Williams. Charknado has a difficult matchup here this week going up against Denver. Not an easy matchup, but I expect Jacksonville to be losing like every game of the season, and they're going to have to throw to keep up. So at least we know they're going to be throwing for 4 quarters, which gives him more of an opportunity to find the end zone. So I'm going DJ Chark.
All right, Jake, we're going to run through a few here real quick. Not
Hit me
let
with
it
them.
flow. Like a
Hit me
let
with
it
them.
flow light, like a diet let it flow. So I'm going to read them to you, and I want your answers. Are you ready?
Give it to me, Kyle. I mean, ask me the questions, you son of... We've been working too long together for this.
Skylar Coleman with the 2-bomb. Jameis Winston or Ryan Tannehill?
I have Tanny at 13, Winston at 14, and I'm keeping that way because I think Tanny bounces back, but it's super close.
Raybot with the 5-bomb. What's up, guys?
Ray?
At the flex, Robbie Anderson, Devontae Parker, DJ Chark, or Cole Beasley?
Man, I still think, I don't know if this is PPR or not, but the safest option, as crazy as it is give me a case of the Beasles if this is anything PPR related. If it's standard, then I'm going with Chark.
Steve Dominguez, good evening, legends. You're
Good
a
evening.
legend, Steven. Full PPR pick 3, Hunt, Zeke,
Yep.
Gordon,
Oh.
Najee.
Wow, so I have to sit one of them, right?
Yes.
As much as I hate to do it, I'm still sticking with my studs, and I'm sitting Gordon.
Okay. And then you need to flex one of Gordon, Julio, or Beasley.
I think the safest option. Actually, you know what? I'm still going to go in this direction. I'm going to flex my running backs when I can, and I love the matchup for Gordon. I think Gordon is the safest option there. If it's a standard league or a half PPR. If we're going full PPR, then I'm going the Beasles.
Lonnie Files with the 5-bomb. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Sermon, or James Conner in the flex. Already starting Eckler, mixing Keenan Allen and Lamb. Half PPR. That's Devontae Smith, Waddle, Sermon, or Conner.
Man, I'm going to gamble because I like what I saw last week. I'm going with Devontae Smith there and hope that he can continue to find that connection with Jalen Hurts.
It's Newski with the 2-bomb. Should I
Newski.
flex Hines or J-Rob in a full PPR?
I'm full PPR. I'm going Hines. He had 11, 12 targets last week. Give me Hines on a weekly basis in full PPR.
Corvette Foster 40. Hey guys, need one in a PPR. Flex Gronk, Hollywood, Mooney, Rondell Moore, or Patrick.
So Tim Patrick. Now, you are the tight end whisperer. Am I out of my mind here to think that Gronk is the pick here?
You're not, but like I've said with this Tampa Bay offense for a while now, it looked good last week, but all of those Gronk targets could go to Mike Evans or all of those. It could switch every single week. So
I just know that Hollywood's banged up. Mooney's kind of, hit or miss as of right this second to start the year. Rondell Moore, not as involved as maybe a Christian Kirk, and Tim Patrick, who I like. I just think that Gronk has the higher touchdown upside.
Anthony Paulo with the 5-bomb in the super chat. Appreciate you. Who just said it? Somebody just said, I don't know if my super chat passed. Uncle Mike, I haven't seen your name yet. We'll get to you. Zachary Swanson, Zach Wilson, or Carson Wentz in a 2 QB league. Already have Corey Davis.
I'm going with the rookie. Give me Zach Wilson this week. Carson Wentz going up against a very difficult defense of the Rams, so I'm going with Zach Wilson.
Allie Moe sent a 99-cent super chat. Appreciate you. Somebody became a new member of Holden Chubb, but the message was retracted, so I have no idea who it was, which is really, really weird. But don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you become a Holding Chubb member, you get an extra live stream tomorrow morning around 11 or 11:30 up until around kickoff with me here on the Fancy Headliners. It's members only, so it'll be a little bit more cooled down. People will still be sending in, but you have to be a member to get into it. So hit it up, new members. And we have another giveaway tomorrow.
Yep, exactly.
Joseph Garcia. Hey guys, Higgins or Eli Mitchell in the flex PPR?
I'm going with Higgins still.
Javier Villapando. Should I try to trade for Saquon? If so, hypothetically, what would be an ideal trade for him?
I mean, this is really hard because we don't know who all you have on your team, who all the other team has that, has Saquon. I'm not opposed to it because the owner's probably going to start panicking here pretty soon, and you can get him at a discounted rate, but I don't know who you have. I mean, maybe one of your running back twos and a wide receiver two. It just all depends what you got. I'm not going to sell everything to get Saquon, but I think you can get him for a lot cheaper price right now than maybe you can in the next couple weeks.
Sean Shaw Jr. was the new member of Holden Chubb that just joined. Sean, welcome to the nation. Appreciate you. Big Dog Pound 1 got 2 flex spots. Which 2 do I start? James Robinson, Myles Gaskin, Jamal Williams, DJ Chark, Waddle, Gesicki, or Boyd?
It doesn't say if it's full PPR or not. Personally, out of everything that you have listed there, I'm going with the double running backs and going Myles Gaskin and Jamal Williams. If you want to gamble a little bit more, then you substitute Jamal Williams and DJ Chark, unless you want to play it safe with just the 2 running backs.
Ladies and gentlemen, we need 800 likes to let it flow. We need 800. We're only at 500 right now, and we've got over 1,000 people watching right now. If you want us to get to as many questions as possible, we need some likes, baby. So just reach down there and tap a roo, and maybe I'll give a forehead kiss. Anthony Paula with the 5 bomb, but retracted it. Appreciate you, Anthony. Michael Biskay, full PPR pick 2. Melvin Gordon, Tyson Williams, Brandon Cooks.
I'm going with Brandon Cooks and Melvin Gordon there. Not that I don't love Tyson Williams. I just don't know what that backfield's going to look like now.
We got a new subscriber in the chat, Travis Blair, 12-team Dynasty PPR. Trade away Brandon Ayuk for Jamal Williams and Terrace Marshall Jr.
I don't hate it. If you don't have the need for Brandon Ayuk, I mean, it sounds like you probably already have some other wide receiver options anyway, because otherwise Terrace Marshall Jr. wouldn't be somebody you want. So I don't hate that whatsoever. I think Ayuk is going to come on here as the season progresses, but not somebody who I'm sold on having to hold on to.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you do a super chat, we have not missed any. There's just a lot of them. You got to give us a chance to get caught up. Cormac Walsh with the 2 bomb. Hey, guys, pick 2 wide receivers. Debo, Higgins, Woods, and Jones.
Picking 2. I'm going with Woods and Debo this week.
Random Brothers sending a 2 bomb. Appreciate you, Random. Jose Mota. Who would you start? Marvin Jones Jr. or Christian Kirk at wide receiver 3.5 PPR?
I like Christian Kirk, but I don't want to expect week 1 numbers every week from Christian Kirk. So I think that they may get a lead and run a little bit more this week. So I'm going with Marvin Jones Jr. in an offense that's going to have to throw.
Bruce McBride dropping a 5 bomb. Appreciate you, Bruce. Nathan DeSoto with the 5 bomb. Devonta Smith or Landry in the flex spot in a full PPR. I'm going Smith here because they are going to run on Houston.
They're going to run a lot, and that's why I think Devonta Smith probably has the higher upside here this week. I don't dislike Jarvis Landry in a full PPR. I just don't know if he gets enough volume all day long because they are going to run so much.
800 likes and we're going to let it flow, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, hit that like button. Elite Timmy or Elite Yimmy 7 with the 2 bomb from my friend Ray Bacon. Start Waddle or Jamar Chase.
Ooh,
like the upsides with Chase.
I think I'm going to go with Chase this week. We saw the secondary in Chicago be taken advantage of by the Rams at times. So give me that deep ball of Jamar Chase.
Uncle Mike with the 5 bomb. I have 2 Rams, Kupp and Higbee. 2 Bengals, Higgins and McPherson, and 2 Seahawks, Carson and Metcalf. Starting for me. I don't know how to feel about it. What's your take? I have no problem with the stacks. It's not that big of a deal.
No, I just don't go any more than I don't ever want 2 of the same position from the same team usually. That's about it.
Yeah. Batmat Gaming. Do I flex AJ Dillon, Tim Patrick, or Rojo in a half PPR?
Everybody talking about Rojo being named the starter. Listen, whoever's named the starter does not matter. It's whoever gets the most touches, and there's still going to be a split backfield with Leonard Fournette and Gio Bernard, so I hate to rely on him on a weekly basis. AJ Dillon not getting the volume as of yet. That could increase, so give me Tim Patrick here this week.
Alan Moe with the 2 bomb. Claypool, Tim Patrick, Jamal Williams, or Nelson Aguilar. We're picking 2 in a PPR.
How do you feel? You are the Nelson Aguilar aficionado, Kyle. You are the only person that picks him right on a weekly basis. What do you think this week about Nelson Aguilar?
I like Nelson Aguilar this week. I do like Myers a little bit more though, based on his usage last week.
Ugh, well, that didn't help me at all. Thanks, Kyle. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going Jamal Williams. And you know what? I sense a Chase Claypool touchdown coming this week. So I'm going with Claypool and Williams out of those choices right there.
Raymond M. in a standard flex. Damian Harris, Chase Edmonds, Devin Singletary, Christian Kirk, or Marquise Brown. That's a tough one.
Being that it's standard, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stick with Damian Harris as of right now and hope Bill doesn't screw things up and not give him the volume.
Leader TV with a 5 bomb. Need a team rating from the greatest duo of all time.
Hell
Kyler
yeah.
Murray, CMC, Chase Edmonds, DK, Calvin Ridley, Gronk, Amari Cooper, and a Tin Man. I don't mind it. I almost said I don't like it. I don't mind it. I'm going to give it a B+ just because I don't love that CMC is basically like your only true like stud running back in a 10 team.
Yeah, exactly. That's my biggest thing is Chase Edmonds having to be your number 2 on a weekly basis is a little bit scary because that just means you may not have the greatest depth behind it. But if you got some running back depth, that's definitely a team that can contend.
Raul Morales, Marquez Callaway, or Christian Kirk in the flex. He's playing against Kyler Murray.
Do we dare, Kyle? Do we dare say, you know what, go with Christian Kirk and try to cancel out any big plays? Because with Marquez Callaway, it's just so boomer bust as well. Like, there's no guarantee. Is it Marquez Callaway week? Is it Deontay Harris week? Is it Juwan Johnson week? Is it just Alvin Kamara? At least Kyler Murray should see some consistent targets on a weekly basis. I think I may be inclined to go Christian Kirk and cross my fingers.
And if anything, if Murray's finding Kirk and scores a touchdown, you're basically canceling it out right there.
Yep.
Red Hulk with the 5 bomb. The intro is straight stupid fire. He spelt it with 2 O's, which
that means
good in
it's
today's,
really good.
Today's child language.
Yes.
Not child, youngsters.
I don't know. Younger than us.
Yeah.
Way younger than me.
It's all the rage, I think is what they say.
It's like the hip thing.
Superflex PPR start 2. Swift, Henderson, and Trevor Lawrence. Superflex PPR start 2.
I don't think I could ever, as much as I would like to start Swift and Henderson, I still think I have to throw Trevor Lawrence in there as my Superflex for the simple fact that he's just going to throw like 50 times a game. Remember Joe Burrow, the start of 2020, where he was coming out in every game, he was throwing like 50 attempts? That's going to be Trevor Lawrence because they don't have a running game that they want to dedicate themselves to, and they're always going to be losing. So I'm going to stick Lawrence still in the Superflex. As for Swift or Henderson, I'm going to go with DeAndre Swift here, but only by a hair. I got him slightly higher in my rankings this week than Henderson.
Jeff McQueen says, been watching you guys every week. Great knowledge. Thanks, boys. Jeff McQueen.
Thanks, Jeff.
Appreciate you. But we're still 150 likes away from letting it flow. Hit the like button so we can get to all of your questions, or as many as possible anyway. Random Brothers with another 2 bomb. Calvin Ridley plus Najee Harris, or Keenan Allen plus Leonard Fournette. I'm going Ridley and Harris easy there.
Yep,
easy.
me too. Yep.
OEG official. What's up, headliners?
What up?
Need a flex. Debo, Sanders, Gaskin, or Devontae Smith. 10-team PPR. I got the dub last week. Thanks for the great content. Hashtag gotchub.
Man, that is tough because I really don't want to sit Miles Sanders. I have Sanders over Gaskin. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to flex Miles Sanders, flex my running back there for that first question. Actually, no, that's the only question he got. He got the W last week. So
yep.
let's get it week 2, and I'm going with Miles Sanders.
Mr. Punch. Hello, gents. Should I make any moves with my team? 12-team half PPR Superflex. Starting lineup is currently Kyler and Tua, DK and AJ Brown, Najee and Damian Harris, Hawkinson, Mike Davis, AB. Last spot is either Jarvis, Dillon, or Cole Beasley. Personally, I'd want to get another running back, but you don't have to.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, the last spot of what he's talking about, I like Cole Beasley for that last spot, but for the running backs, it all depends, right? Because Damian Harris could be solid, but we just can't trust Bill Belichick not to punish players for fumbles. So that's the only issue right there. But yeah, I would hope that at some point Atlanta's offense figures it out with Mike Davis, or AJ Dillon becomes a little bit more of a thing as the season progresses. But that you're really banking on the fact of that right now.
We're less than 100 likes away from letting it flow. If you are a member that's currently watching, I need to see some let it flow emojis in the chat.
Yeah. throw those
Josh Taylor wants to know, do you trust anyone on the Falcons? I definitely trust Kyle Pitts right now because he's going to get a lot of targets. And I also trust Calvin Ridley because we know he's going to get targets as too. This is a team that is going to throw it. I mean, heck, even Mike Davis got 6 targets last week, so he could be on the up and up. Give the offense time. It's only week 1. Again, we do not want to overreact.
And real quick, Jeffrey Foote, I see you out there. We had one before the stream even started, so we didn't get to see it. So, Jeff, I'm going to be looking for your name here, Jeffrey. Send it here in the chat, and we'll make sure we get you.
Absolutely. We have got a ton of super chats right now, ladies and gentlemen. Stick with us. We are going to get through them as quickly as possible. Except I lost my spot, so I got to go all the way back up. I found it. Nicholas Allen with the 5 bomb. I have Scary Terry, Cup, Chubb, Mixon, Henderson, Tyson Williams, Odell, and Tannehill. Should I look for trades or stay put with my team? I'm loving that team. I'm liking it. I don't see, I mean, should you be looking for trades? You should always be looking to better your team, but it doesn't necessarily mean go out and make a trade right now because you
want to.
Yep. Yeah. Shane Plunkett with the 5 bomb and a full PPR flex. Fant, Murray, Hines, or Chark. I really like Fant this week.
I love Fant this week.
Oh my gosh. I would be willing to go with it here.
It's hard to flex a tight end, Kyle. Trust me, I've tried on numerous occasions.
I'm doing it literally right now.
I don't hate it, though. Everything's lining up for Fant to have a great week.
Elite Yimmy 7. What's the best flex option here? James Robinson, Brian Edwards, Ruggs, Hollywood Brown, or Tyson Williams? I'm going to go Tyson Williams there. I still think he gets enough touches to be flex worthy.
Do they actually use Brian Edwards before the last drive of the game?
I hope so.
I mean, that's the biggest thing is because the usage just wasn't there. If the usage was there, I like me some Brian Edwards, but I mean, Tyson Williams out of those options may be the safest floor option.
Isaac Cordova with the 5 bomb. Murray, Waddle, or Parker for a flex in PPR?
I'm probably picking one of the Miami wide receivers here. Waddle maybe the higher ceiling, Parker the safer floor. I'm probably going to choose Parker and just cross my fingers that he's the one that finds the end zone.
And then Isaac also wants to know about Tim Patrick's value with Judy out. I think he's going to be safer. I think he's going to be safer than Hamler, but Hamler could go just gonzo.
Yes. Yes, and Jeffrey, make sure you tag Anna. Anna's looking for it too. I'm trying to find it, but it's going by so fast, so she'll help look out for it as well.
We only need 50 more likes. Let's go.
Kyle.
James Weingand. Half PPR, 1 flex. Gaskin or Chase Edmonds?
Gaskin.
Gaskin? Okay.
But it's
Still going
close.
Gaskin
Like, I
there.
don't
It's
dislike
close.
Edmonds, but it's close. I'm still going Gaskin, though, by a hair.
And then wide receiver, Jarvis Landry or Julio Jones? It's Julio Jones for me.
Yep, me too. At that point, yes.
Eric Scott with the 5 bomb. Should I start Kareem Hunt or DJ Moore in my flex for a standard league? Since it's standard, that gets a lot tougher, but Kareem Hunt will probably get enough touches tomorrow.
And I think he finds the end zone as well. So I'm still going to go with Kareem Hunt.
Pete Wheeler, 72 with the 5 bomb. Pick one for a standard, Antonio Brown, Mike Williams, or Jamal Williams. Since it's standard, I'm going to go Mike Williams.
Yes, I agree. And hey, I found Jeffrey's comment here real quick, Kyle.
All right, let's
He
get it.
says, pick 2 for a full PPR flex. Christian Kirk, Cole Beasley, Marvin Jones, Kenyon Drake. Thanks, guys, for all you do. Appreciate you out there, Jeffrey. So for the 2 out of Kirk, Beasley, Jones, and Drake, I think Beasley's going to be one of them for me as the safer option. So that leaves us Kirk, Drake, or Jones. Now, a lot of people worried that Peyton Barber is going to be a thing in Las Vegas. Listen, Kenyon Drake's not going to be a guy that gets every single touch. They're still going to have a split backfield, but I still believe the ceiling is higher for Kenyon Drake because he'll be involved in a passing game which doesn't have very many weapons. For me, personally, I'm going a case of the Beasles and Kenyon Drake.
Agree with you there.
Perfect.
Carl Anderson with the 5 bomb. 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, and 2 flex. Need one last flex. Tyson, Gronk, Callaway, Rager, or pick up Devontae Parker, Aguilar, or Kirk. He's really worried about Tyson this week.
I mean, I am somewhat too, just because I don't know how they're going to utilize Devontae Freeman at all. I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, but I still think out of the options you have there that I'm going with Gronk.
Yeah. Yep. That's probably the highest upside that you have there, but it's also probably the safest floor because we don't really know where Tyson's floor lands this week.
Right.
Rishi, Sone, Another banger, James
Banger.
White, Brian Edwards, Rondell Moore, or Tyson in the flex in a full PPR. Appreciate it. I'm still going to go with Tyson here just because we know he's going to get touches.
Eye
How
contact,
many?
Kyle.
We don't know.
Eye contact. I'm putting some eggs in the basket of James White this weekend.
Okay.
And the only reason I'm saying that is because you had Ramondre Stevenson and Damian Harris with fumbles. Who's been a consistent performer in this backfield? It's been James White for years. He lost all that passing work with Cam Newton, but with Mac Jones under center, he's got like 6-7 targets last week, which is exactly what I want to see. So with it being a full PPR, I'm gambling and I'm going James White.
Jeffrey, we appreciate you, man. Thank you. Corvette Foster 40, Denver, Green Bay, or Carolina D. Denver, Green Bay, or Carolina D. Denver for me against Jacksonville.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Denver and hope that they can create some turnovers with a rookie quarterback.
Sean Siders with the big old fat 20 bomb in the super chat. Sean, appreciate you. Rate my team and advice. In the 10-team PPR, we got Herbert, Jonathan Taylor, and Chris Carson. Keenan Allen and Devontae Adams, Antonio Brown and Pitts.
Perfect.
Bench, Jamal Williams.
Good.
Corey Davis, Cole
Good.
Kmet are my top
Good.
bench players. Thinking of trading Adams for a top 10 to 15 running back and wide receiver. Now, if you can get those, that's fine. But listen, Sean, it's a 10-team league. We want studs. Depth does not matter nearly as much to us. I am keeping Devontae Adams for right now, unless you are truly getting two wide receiver and a running back that are in the top 10. Other than that, I'm holding Devontae Adams because that's a killer team.
Kyle, we're over 800 likes,
But
we have a little bit of an issue.
The helmet, and you don't have pants on.
I don't have pants on, but the helmet's up there, so I have to stand up.
Should you just shut your screen off for a second?
I don't know, will that work? I don't want to mess up the stream.
Oh my God. Call your child in.
Child can't reach it.
Oh God.
It's okay, though. I just wanted to see your reaction. Hang on, I'm taking my earbuds out. I got pants on. I would never do this without pants. Come on, people.
I
Give me
didn't know
some
that.
credit up in here.
All right, Jake's going to get ready to let it flow. I'm going to go ahead and run through some of these super chats here real quick. Scott
hear you.
Hickey with the 5
No, I
bomb.
can't.
Hey guys, who should I flex? Daryl Henderson or Cole Beasley? If it's a full PPR, I'm fine to go Cole Beasley, but I'm still going Daryl Henderson for another week. He got plenty of touches last week. Got CMC and Mixon at running back, Keenan Allen and Godwin at wide receiver. Yeah, I'm still feeling Daryl Henderson there. Way cool with the 10 bomb. Dallas Goedert at tight end 1, even with Zach Ertz being there. Also, will Robert Tonyan for Green Bay bounce back? Dallas Goedert, I still have inside the top 12. Do I? He might be just outside of it this week, actually. I like the touchdown upside, but yeah, lots of passes going to Rager, lots of passes going to Ertz, or not Ertz, but going to Devontae Smith. And they still used Kenneth Gainwell last week. I forgot his name for a second. As far as Robert Tonyan bouncing back, if you had the draft guide, you know that I was really, really concerned about him before the season. I'm not excited for it. Andrew O'Connell with the 5 bomb. Need one flex in a full PPR. Debo, DJ Moore, or Damian Harris. I'm going to go Damian Harris here. We know he's going to get a lot of touches. Also, should I roll with Bobby Trees over Debo in my other PPR league? Love you guys. Love you too, Andrew. Forehead kisses. I'm going Bobby Trees over Debo. Brendan Baum with the 5 bomb. Hunt, Gaskin, or Drake. Need a running back 2 and a flex. Aaron Jones is my number 1 and a full PPR. Appreciate you all. Always look forward to your live shows. Brendan, we appreciate you. I'm going to go with Hunt and Gaskin here. Tommy Wood with the 2 bomb. Appreciate you. Devin Chikowski. Chichowski. Miss me, Kyle? Yes, I did, Devin. 4 kisses. Keenan Allen or Cooper in a full PPR? I'm going Amari Cooper this week. John Ohanian, but I would try and start both of them if I were you. John Ohanian with the 5 bomb. Need one for the flex between Edmonds, Corey Davis, and Jamar Chase. Thanks, guys. If you're looking for floor safety, it's Chase Edmonds. If you want upside, it's Jamar Chase. I'm leaning Edmonds though. Goatman with the 5 bomb. Do you do a straight across Waller for Devontae Adams to buff your wide receiver core with Logan Thomas on the bench? Oh, so you'd be trading Darren Waller for Devontae Adams. It really depends on the rest of your wide receivers, but it's really hard for me to trade a tight end that got 19 freaking targets last week. So me personally, I'm holding Waller still. Mac Attack with the 279 bomb. Pitts and Gesicki for Higbee and Gordon. Trade winner and why? Pitts and Gesicki, Higbee and Gordon. I mean, I don't know why somebody would be trading for Mike Gesicki, especially if it's just a one tight end league.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say Higbee and Gordon based on that. But I would rather, out of all of them, I'd rather have Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, he's the best player in the trade.
Yeah, so he's the best player in the trade. That's who I would want. But the value probably does lean towards Higbee and Gordon a little bit, just because Gesicki doesn't matter to me at all in that trade. Claudio Gomes with the 5 bomb. I have CEH. Should I drop Darren Williams? I would drop him if you don't have enough bench spots and you got plenty of backup running backs.
Darrell Williams.
Scott Fiore, 499, half PPR flex. Evans, Corey Davis, or Elijah Mitchell. Already have AB starting. I can't sit Mike Evans. I can't do it. Yeah, he had a bad week last week. He's going to bounce back at some point in time. I'm going with Mike Evans still. Sean Shaw Jr., what's up, Headliner Nation? I'm definitely getting a chub. Woo! 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 Sean, I am too after that 20 bomb. You guys helped me win my leagues 2 years in a row. I need you this week. 2 wide receivers and a flex and a full PPR. Bobby Trees, Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb, AJ Brown, Mike Davis, and Jalen Waddle. We're going CeeDee Lamb. We're going Bobby Trees, and we're going AJ Brown for me.
Or Antonio Brown. Or is it Antonio Brown?
Oh, Antonio Brown. Highlight with the 5 bomb. I traded Kyler and Lockett for Dak and Woods in a full PPR. I'll take Dak and Woods. I did it because I had CD already and wanted the Cowboys stack. Was it a good trade? Yeah, I think it was a very even trade. Kwafo Yasin, Jalen Hurts, or Stafford. After what we saw from Jalen Hurts last week, I'll still have to go with him for right now because the rushing upside still. CEH or Mike Williams for the flex. I'm still going to go with CEH. Yep. Jake is going to let it flow and just give me 2 more questions. M. St. G.
What up?
With the 5 bomb, my man M. St. G. I love you. What's up, Jake and Kyle? Full PPR. Need a running back and 2 flex. Henderson, Hunt, Chark, Parker, Kirk, Gage, Latavius Murray. Thanks, guys. Much love. Headliner Nation. Okay. Henderson, Hunt, and then I'm gonna go with Kirk here. I'm gonna go with Kirk with a little volume upside this week. Viking King, what's up? Danny, 12 team PPR flex, Mike Davis, James Conner, or Latavius Murray. Jake, this one's got me a little stumped.
If I have to go with one, I still think that James Conner is probably the safest option here against a banged up defense of Minnesota.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a ton of super chats right now, but we got to show a little bit of love to everybody. Okay. Not leaving anybody out. So if you have sent a super chat, don't delete the message. Don't go away. We are going to get to your super chat, but we got to show some love to everybody. So it is time to let it flow. Jake's got the helmet on. He is ready to go. Get your questions ready for the chat. Let's get ready to roll for the most entertaining segment in the fantasy football industry today. Ladies and gentlemen, in 3, 2, 1, let it flow.
You're a hell of a hype man, Kyle. Here we go. Brett Penfield, Brady or Lamar? I got Brady as my quarterback 3 this week. So give me Thomas Brady. Who to flex in a full PPR? Debo, Gaskin, Chenault, Corey Davis, Elijah Mitchell, or Kenyon Drake. If I can just pick one, as of right now, if you want to play it safer, it's Gaskin. If you want more upside, it's Debo, Hines, Robinson, or Jamal Williams for my running back 2 in a full PPR. Give me some Naheem Hines in Indianapolis. I love the trade or the PPR volume. Plus, we know he just got paid, so they like the guy there in Indianapolis. I'm seeing some let it flow emojis along with some Crispy emojis. I appreciate that. Trade Gronk for Elijah Mitchell? No, keep Gronk as of right now. Elijah Mitchell's only going to be a thing for a couple weeks. Need 2 for a flex in a full PPR. Tim Patrick, Hollywood Brown, or Jalen Reagor. This is for Joe Impelizari. I guarantee you I mispronounced that one there, Joe. But I'm going to go with Tim Patrick and Jalen Reagor here this week. Claypool, Mitchell. Don't know how much you need, bud. Can of bliss. But if I had to pick one, if you want to play it safe, it's Elijah Mitchell. If you want to gamble with those cojones, then you go with Chase Claypool. Mike Williams or Elijah Mitchell for your flex. I'm going with Mike Williams. I am mass. Wow, that's going super fast. Flex Gaskin or Fant. Gaskin is safer out there. Roger Logger. If you want that higher upside, though, you want to gamble that, that's where you go with Noah Fant. Carson or Bobby Trees from Mr. Freeze. As of right now, I still think Carson is the better play, even though I like both of them here this week. Browns or Pats defense. Both, I think, have a great week there. Dan Agnotti, if I had to choose just one, I'm going with the Cleveland Browns. Was trading Lockett for Keenan Allen a bad move? No, absolutely not. You get Keenan Allen, we are super happy. M saying GSU out there, Montgomery or Taylor in a full PPR. That is super close. Right now, Montgomery is at number 11. Jonathan Taylor, I have at 13. So Demont by a hair, going full Monty here on the internet. Gobert, why are we talking about Rudy Gobert or Tanyan? I don't know who Gobert or Tanyan. I'm pretty sure you mean Goddard or Tunyon. And if I had to choose between one, as of right now, it's still Goddard. Henderson or Swift for your flex in a PPR? Give me flex in a PPR. Give me DeAndre Swift there. Herbert or Lawrence? I'm still going with Justin Herbert because you better believe right now I'm feeling a little bit fancy. Aaron Rodgers or Jalen Hurts? This week I have Jalen Hurts higher, even though I do believe that Aaron Rodgers bounces back. Hit the like button for me because I'm starting to lose my breath. Debo or DK? Still have DK higher. Higgins or Debo? Man, Ethan, that is tough. I'm thinking Debo has the safer floor and a super high ceiling, so I'm going to go with Debo here this week until Brandon Ayuk really asserts himself. Gaskin or Antonio Brown? Still going with Gaskin. I think he's a little bit safer. Plus Antonio Brown, we don't know about that Tampa Bay offense. Who's the guy this week? Harris or Hamler? If that's Damian Harris, is that Najee Harris? I don't know which Harris that is, but more than likely I'm going to choose Harris regardless of which one that it is. Gronk or Jamar Chase as a flex in a full PPR for Andrew Trott? I'm going to go with Jamar Chase, but it's pretty close. Debo Landry or Robbie Anderson? I'm going with Debo there as well. I like me some Debo Samuel this week. Goff or Matt Ryan? Man, that offense in Atlanta just looks like straight garbage. Goff, at least we know, is going to be losing a lot and having to throw a lot. Hate to say it, but I'm going with Jared Goff. Claypool or Kirk? Kirk is safer if you want that safety, but Claypool, I believe, finds the end zone this weekend. Is that higher ceiling start? Parker or Jones? Give me Parker. Everett or Kmet? Give me Everett. Flex Julio Jones or Gronk in a standard league? I'm going to go with Julio Jones right there. PPR flex Javonte Williams or Corey Davis? Javonte Williams is the safer option, Big Taz. Mike Juring, Damian Harris or Jonathan Taylor at running back? Still going with Jonathan Taylor there. Not putting Damian Harris that high. Myles Gaskin or Jacoby Myers? It's going to be Myles Gaskin. That was for Butthead. What up, Nation? Niz, I see you out there, Niz, in the chat. Ash Rodriguez, Jake or Kyle or Jail? First off, Ash, you got to spell my name right. My name's not Jail. It's not Hale. However you want to say it, it's Jake. And I'm going to pick myself every time you give me that opportunity because I am selfish when it comes to that. Chubb is overrated. Ethan, I would expect something better from you. Chubb is not overrated. Waddle, Jacoby Myers, or Corey Davis here this week? I think Jacoby Myers may have the safest floor, but if it's me, personally, I'm going to gamble a little bit, and I'm going with Jalen Waddle. Ruben Fernandez sent a bunch of fire emojis that caught my eyes. He said Mike Williams or Debo Samuel. I like both. This week, I think Debo is slightly safer. The higher ceiling, the gamble more Mike Williams. Julio Jones or Antonio Brown? I love Antonio Brown and what he's doing in this offense. Hopefully he continues. I'm going to go there with AB. K-Max says Tater wins. I don't know if Tater's in the chat out there, but he absolutely delivered a killer weather report here this week on location at the beach. Somebody wants to know if they're dumb. Wade Hawkins, am I dumb for going Debo over McLaurin? Lord, I hope not, but that was a pretty good game by Terry McLaurin. Keep your fingers crossed. Like I said, I don't hate Debo this week. Henderson or Chase for your flex? If you need the safer option, it's Henderson. If you're looking to chase a little bit of points, then you need to pick Jamar Chase right there for your flex spot. James Robinson or Elijah Mitchell in a full PPR? I love James Robinson. I don't love how Urban Meyer wants to use him. And until we can see him get more volume in this backfield, especially in a difficult matchup, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'm going with Elijah Mitchell. Deion Sanders, best corner ever. Man, I love me some primetime. I mean, I'm going to put him up there in the mix. Nobody else comes to mind right off the top of my head that is clearly better than him. So yeah, I have no issues with that. Johnny A, Jake Flex Spot, 12-man, full PPR, Hunt or Chase? Still going to go a little bit safer there and go with Kareem Hunt. What are these? These looks like some printers or maybe a recliner, some kind of a chair or something.
It's
Mark
a cat
L.
in a box.
It's what?
It's a cat in a box.
What? Holy hell, I had no idea those even existed. From back here, it looked like a printer or something. What the hell, Mark? Antonio Brown or Deontay Johnson in a full PPR? I think the safer option in a full PPR is Deontay Johnson because we know he's going to see the volume. Antonio Brown, we're hoping to see the volume. So the safer play is Deontay. If you want to gamble, it's Antonio Brown. Let's see here. Mark Ellis, now he's laughing at us for sending cat emojis coming out of a box. Julio or Chase? I'm going to go Chase, but it's very, very close for me. A bunch of heart emojis just went by. K-Rock Music, a ton of heart emojis. Full PPR. Jamal Williams, Rager, or Fournette in the flex. Thank you. I'm definitely going with Jamal Williams right there. And now K-Mac is laughing. Whew.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to flow through the super chat here in just a second and try to get caught up on those because there are a ton. And then we will get back to the normal chat as well. But we have got to get caught up on the super chat here real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, just as a reminder, if you become a member of Holden Chubb here on YouTube, it's $4.99 a month. You get an extra live stream all season long on Sunday morning. So I will be live tomorrow morning between 11 and 11:30 Eastern to lead you up to kickoff, answering your questions. There's far less people for you to get through since it's a members only stream, but you also get extra content and everything. There's a join button right down below the screen. If you click on that, boop, you can join $4.99 a month. And we're giving away a signed Joe Mixon football tomorrow to our members only stream. So if you're wanting to get a shot at that, it's right there, right behind Jake, a signed Joe Mixon football. If you want a shot at that, join up as a member, and we're going to give that away tomorrow. All right. Skylar Coleman with the 20 bomb. AB, Ridley, Chark, Robbie Anderson, start 2, sit 2. I'm going to go with Ridley and AB here. Aaron Durazio with the 5 bomb and a full PPR. Josh Jacobs is out. Need a running back 2, Hines or Latavius Murray. Since it's a full PPR, I will go with Hines tomorrow. Quite a bit of targets last week. Need one for the flex. Tyler Boyd, Christian Kirk, Jacoby Myers. Thanks, guys, and keep up the great work. I'm going to go with Jacoby Myers here. Superman with the 5 bomb. Full PPR. Do I start DJ Chark, Corey Davis, or Hollywood Brown? Hollywood Brown is going to have the highest upside. Corey Davis is going to be safer, though. I'm starting Jonathan Taylor and Henderson as my 2 flex positions. Probably going to go here with Corey Davis. Just to be a little bit safer than Hollywood Brown, especially he is a little bit banged up this week. Robert Williams with the 2 bomb, flex help. Tyson Williams, Gaskin, or Corey Davis in a PPR. I'm going to go with Myles Gaskin here. Ryan Vogel with the 5 bomb saying how it's going. Ryan, what's up, my man? Tazzy TV with the 2 bomb. Marvin Jones or Chark at the flex and a half PPR with the little love heart there. It's really, honestly, it's a coin toss. It is an absolute coin toss. Chark probably a little bit more upside than Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones probably a little bit safer. Stefan with the 5 bomb. How many terrible games from Rodgers would it take for him to get benched for Love? It's probably not going to happen, Stefan. I would be shocked if he got benched for Love.
It's going to take an injury.
They would probably put him on the IR first. Anthony Paulo for the 5 bomb. Big fan. Keep up the great content. Appreciate it, Anthony. Start a flex and a wide receiver in a full PPR. Lockett, Debo, Landry, Parker, Corey Davis, and Tyson. So we need a flex and a wide receiver. Well, we're definitely going Lockett here. And if you want more upside, we're going to go Debo as well. Brady with the 5 bomb. Need one in a standard league. Debo, DJ Moore, or Waddle. I'm going to go with DJ Moore. GM with the 2 bomb. Giving a little high five emoji video gif with it. Carlos Almonte with the 5 bomb. Should I start Jamal Williams or James Robinson this week, or start both and sit Robbie Anderson on the flex? I would start Jamal Williams over James Robinson, and I would probably start Robbie Anderson if you want more upside than James Robinson this week. But if you want to be safer, it's James Robinson. Jay Hawley, 203, starting both Javonte, MG3 over Gaskin, a good idea. I would start Gaskin over Javonte Williams still at this point. Barrett Bond with the 2 bomb. PPR need 2 wide receivers in a flex. Carson, Ridley, CD, and Cup. I'm going to go Ridley, CD, and Cup here. Lots of upside there. Ryan Rodgers with the 1 bomb. Appreciate you. Corvette Foster with the 2 bomb. PPR running back, need one. Sermon, Geo Hasty, or Tony Jones. I probably go Sermon here and keep your fingers crossed. Abdullah Altak with the 2 bomb. Jamar Chase, Julio, or Waddle at wide receiver 2.5 PPR. I'm going to go Jamar Chase. Ashton Lancaster with the 5 bomb and a full PPR. Pick one for the flex. Gaskin, Davis, Aguilar, Myers, Hamler, Murray. Love the content, boys. Keep dropping bangers. Full PPR. I'm going to go with Myles Gaskin here. Troy Montoya with the 2 bomb. Start 1. Tim Patrick, Jalen Reagor, James Robinson, Jamal Williams. So we're starting 1. Patrick, Reagor, James Robinson, Jamal Williams. I would probably go Jamal Williams out of all of these guys. If you're wanting a little bit more upside, then you can go with Jalen Reagor, but I probably go with Jamal Williams. PPR in a second league, Corey Davis or Damian Harris. I'm going to go Damian Harris there. Deshaun Woods with the 5 bomb. It says message retracted, but I saw you pop up later on, so I know you're coming up again. Joey Countryman with the 5 bomb. What's up, guys? Pick one in a standard league. Landry, Myers, Jones, or Ayuk in the flex. I'm going to go Myers this week. OG Paul D with the 5 bomb. Flex which wide receiver? Hardman, Moore, or Edwards? Also got Gainwell. I'm a headliner. I'm going to go with Moore here. Minor Dominguez with the 5 bomb and a half PPR. Flex Waddle, Mooney, or Sutton. Since it is a half PPR, I will still go with Waddle this week. Tough matchup, but I like him moving across into the slot a little bit over the middle of the field. Some of that yards after the catch. Sutton, I'm still just a little bit worried about him not being 100% healthy. Usta with a 279 in the super chat and a half PPR flex. Beasley, Davis, Chark, or Devontae Smith. I'm going to go with Devontae Smith here for a little bit more upside since it's a half PPR. Donovan Bell with the 2 bomb and a full PPR flex spot. Hawkinson or A-Rob. I'm still going to go with Allen Robinson here. Even though Hawkinson is basically the wide receiver 1 there, Allen Robinson's got more upside for me. Anthony Eugene with the 2 bomb. Is Hunter Renfrow relevant? 5 to 9 targets a game. I wouldn't bet on it every single game, but I would keep it in mind throughout the rest of the season in a full PPR league. Andrew Silva with the 2 bomb and a non-PPR. Ayuk or Sutton. I got to go Sutton there because I have no idea what's going on with Ayuk at this point. I don't even think Kyle Shanahan knows what's going on with Ayuk. Christian Ocampo with the 5 bomb. Holden Chubb over here in a full PPR. Landry, Javonte Williams, or Corey Davis. Corey Davis for me. Ray Fultz with the 2 bomb. Because y'all are awesome, says Raise the Bomb. Appreciate you, Ray Fultz. Samuel Nawaz with the 2 bomb. Full PPR flex 1. Jamar, Nyheim Hines, Mike Davis, or Mooney. That's Jamar Chase for me. Mike Bingle with the 5 bomb. 10-team PPR. Waddle, Callaway, or Melvin Gordon in the flex. I'm going to go with Waddle here since it's PPR, but we can go Melvin Gordon if you want to be a little bit safer. Robert Folsom with the 5 bomb. What is with Gibson's volume? Do I sell him or just be patient? Nearly broke my TV in anger over McKissick. I think anything, it was more kind of about how the game plan played out. They were leaving McKissick open all over the field, and I think they just kept rolling with it. I don't love what happened with the volume, but I can't sell him right now because you're not going to get credible value for it. Deshaun Woods with the 5 bomb. I retracted on accident. See, Deshaun, I knew it was coming back up. LOL. Williams or Mitchell this week. How do you trust Robbie Anderson moving forward? I'm going to go with Mitchell this week over Williams. And I don't really trust Robbie Anderson. It was a concern of mine over the offseason with him. Didn't love him. DJ Moore's the guy. Really love Terrace Marshall Jr. in the slot. I think he is going to destroy Robbie Anderson's value. And then, of course, CMC leading the team in targets last week. James Gassman with the 5 bomb and a full PPR. Mike Williams, Corey Davis, or Beasley. Beasley is the safest option here. Williams probably has more upside, but I'm going to go with Beasley with it being a full PPR. Jason Dale with the 20 bomb. Hey, guys, thanks in advance for the help. Starting running back 1 and 2, Chubb and Sanders. Wide receiver 1 is Ridley. Need 1 wide receiver and 2 flex. Aguilar, Claypool, Brown, Pittman, Henderson, White, Moss, Robinson, Eli Mitchell. Stay golden, pony boys. I'm going to go with Henderson, Eli Mitchell, and give me some of that big touchdown potential with Nelson Aguilar. Brendan Weatherspoon with the 5 bomb. Full PPR pick 2. Thielen, CEH, Antonio Brown, and T. Higgins. Justin Jefferson is my wide receiver 1. I am not sitting Adam Thielen this week. You'll have to play both of them. And then if you're wanting to be a little bit safer, it's going to be CEH, but with it being a full PPR, I've got Antonio Brown higher, coming with a lot of targets this week. And Kester with the 5 bomb and a flex PPR. Jamar Chase, Amari Cooper, or Gaskin. It's Amari Cooper this week. CL with the 279. Full PPR, who to flex? Juju, Hines, or Chark? I'm going to go with Juju there. Derek Klosmer with the 10 bomb. Kenyon Drake or James Robinson? Just because of the way James Robinson was used last week, I'll go Kenyon Drake this week. A. Lamar with the 5 bomb. What's up, fellas? I hate my team this year, and I'm defending the ship. Anyways, pick 2 in a standard. Henderson, Debo, Gaskin, and Devontae Williams. Since it is a standard league, I'm actually going to go Debo barely over Henderson just for the potential yardage that he could end up picking up. If we hear any reports tomorrow, though, that Ayuk is going to be healthy and playing, then it's Gaskin for me. Keep an eye on that. Ginger Fit Dad with the 5 bomb. What up, y'all? Deontay, Chase Edmonds, or Tyson in the flex for a half PPR? Going Chase Edmonds. Melvin Aponte with the 5 bomb. What up, guys? Need y'all help first start. Baker Mayfield or Joe Burrow? It's going to be Burrow for me. And the big boy question in a full PPR, start 3 out of 5. Kupp, AB, Cooks, AJ Brown, Landry, and TY. Well, I'm assuming the TY means thank you, not TY Hilton.
Yeah.
AJ Brown, Cooper Kupp, Antonio Brown. Ed Miller with the 5 bomb and a half PPR wide receiver 2. Sutton, MVS, Deontay Harris, Van Jefferson, Sammy Watkins, Cobb, flex Swift or Mitchell. We're gonna flex Swift, and we're gonna go with Sutton as our wide receiver 2. RJ and Mageni with the 5 bomb. Colby or Tyson, W in a full PPR. We're gonna go Cole Beasley there. Jameis Winston or Baker Mayfield as well. Thanks, guys. You're great. RJ, you're great. I'm gonna go Jameis Winston. Julian Connor with the 5 bomb. Rate the 12-team half PPR. A-Rod, AJ Brown, Amari, Kamara, Mixon, Tunyon, Cooks, or Landry, or Ayuk at the flex. I like it. I just want a different tight end other than Big Bob Tunyon. And then also for your flex, I think we need to get a little bit more safety at flex. Just a dude, man. Both PPR. Ayuk over Corey Davis? No, Corey Davis for me. T. Higgins over David Montgomery? No, I'm going with David Montgomery. Keep pumping the content, boys.
You need me to come in?
I might need you to tag in.
Oh, wait a second. Give me a second. I don't know where you're at.
Oh,
I've been going crazy. I've been typing in the chat.
I just finished with Just a Dude Man.
You just finished Just a Dude Man?
Yeah, with a 5 bomb. Just a Dude Man.
Got it. I got you. Luke T, Mike Williams, Deontay Johnson, AB for my flex in a standard league. Oh, in a standard league, it changes things a little bit. We're looking more for that big play, that touchdown potential. That's going Mike Williams for me. Yo-Jitsu, half PPR for my flex. Godwin, Sutton, or Beasley. I still can't sit Godwin. His targets are going to be there on a weekly basis. Maybe not the touchdown upside. That's probably going to go between AB, Mike Evans, and Gronk. But I'm still going with Godwin right there. K2, QB, Herbert or Dak. I got Dak 3 spots higher this week. Why? Because that defense absolutely sucks. In the secondary, they give up a lot of points, and they're going to continue to have to throw all game long. Flex CEH or Lamb. Well, if you're starting Dak, I'm going with the stack, and I'm starting Lamb with him. Red Hulk, Miles Sanders or Damian Harris. Right now, I have Miles Sanders 4 spots ahead of Damian Harris. I like Damian Harris more. However, with this being a PPR question, give me some Miles Sanders. Damian Harris more of a standard option for me, and I want to see how Bill, quote-unquote, punishes him. Tom Robbins, standard league, Patrick. So I'm guessing Tim Patrick or Robbie Anderson. I think Patrick sees more volume, but personally, I'm going with Robbie Anderson this week in his chemistry with Sam Darnold. Jeff McQueen, appreciate you out there. Bankster, half PPR, need a flex. Debo, Damian Harris, or DJ Moore. Safest floor is probably Damian Harris. Me, I'm gambling personally, and I'm going with Debo once again this week. Diesel, KI5, Oop. I don't know how to say that if that's a certain name. 8-team PPR, so your team is for sure stacked. Flex position, Hunt or Bobby Trees. Love you guys. Being that it's a PPR league, I think Bobby Trees may see some more targets because Hunt and them will be up and running more. So I'm going to go with Bobby Trees, but it's super close. Chris Bryant, appreciate you out there. Adrian Campos, tough decision. PPR, should I start Henderson or Clyde as my running back 2? Let's see, I have Henderson at 20, CEH at 17. So I'm going with CEH by a hair there because I like Woods or Jones in the flex. Or should I go with 3 running backs? Honestly, I don't mind having 3 running backs there. If that's Julio Jones as your flex, I don't mind that potential upside. It really all depends if that's Julio Jones. I'm guessing that's Julio Jones right there. If you're already starting Clyde, yeah, I'm going Clyde and Julio Jones. Timothy Kenska says 10 team, full PPR. Jonathan Taylor, Elijah Mitchell, and flex Tyson Williams. Tight end is Juwan Johnson or Jonnu Smith. Should I put Christian Kirk or Tim Patrick or Sammy Watkins at wide receiver? So I'm guessing you only need one. If I'm choosing between Kirk, Patrick, or Watkins, the safest one would be Patrick, in my opinion there. For the first question, you have Taylor, Mitchell, and flex Tyson Williams. I don't know if there's a question there. I'm thinking those are just your running backs. For tight end, you have Juwan Johnson or Jonnu Smith. I'm going to stick with... I'm going to go with Juwan Johnson this week, and hopefully he can find those red zone targets once again against Carolina. One Keith, too many. Great name. Tyson Williams or Brandon Cooks for flex in a 10-team PPR league. Being that it's PPR and we don't understand that backfield yet in Baltimore, give me Brandon Cooks. Jose Hernandez, our boy out there, drinking my beer, watching the best fantasy football show. You better believe it, Jose. Love you guys. Need some advice. Can I get your best prize picks? Also, should I start worrying about Antonio Gibson in PPR? First thing, don't worry just yet about Antonio Gibson. It's a stressful start, but look at the schedule second half of the season. It's going to get easier where they could have some more leads. Part of the problem with Antonio Gibson is losing Ryan Fitzpatrick hurts a little bit, but we saw Taylor Heineke able to throw the ball down the field, so that is promising. In some easier matchups, we're hoping Gibson gets some more options. As for the prize picks, I don't have them right in front of me right now, Jose. We just dropped a members-only video, and I believe you're a member, Jose. So there should be a members-only video out for all of our prize picks. Chris Kennedy put it out. I think he hit like 9 out of 11 last week. So let me know if you don't see that. Our boy Isaiah out in the chat says Beasley or Agahor for a wide receiver 2 this week. That's got to be a case of the Beasles, my friend. Joseph Seacrest, also known as Ryan's brother. PPR pick 2. Corey Davis, Jacoby Myers, Chark, James White, Devontae Parker. In a PPR picking 2, I'm going to go with Corey Davis and Devontae Parker this week as my 2 options in hopes that they can see the most targets there with still having that touchdown upside. Chris Rosado. Start 2, need 3 wide receiver. Start 2, need a wide receiver 3 and flex. Okay? So we have Henderson, Gaskin, Claypool, Debo, or Aguilar. Start 1 out of Everett, Cook, or Jonnu. So for the first question, you need a wide receiver 3 and a flex. For the wide receiver 3, it's out of Claypool, Debo, or Aguilar. Personally, I'm going Debo there for your flex. That's where I'm going to go with Darrell Henderson as my flex just over Gaskin. As for the tight end question of Everett, Cook, or Jonnu, I'm probably going to roll with Everett this week. I think he still sees red zone targets on a weekly basis, just like he did last week. The ceiling may be somewhat limited, but the touchdown upside is there, and all you need to be a top 12 tight end these days is a touchdown. Jerry Taylor, see you out there. I appreciate you. Chris Bryant, flex, full PPR. 2 flexes he needs. T. Higgins, Jamal Williams, or Laviska Shenault. Actually, it's not Higgins, it's Higbee, Tyler Higbee. In that case, I'm going with Jamal Williams and Laviska Shenault. Not going to flex Tyler Higbee here this week. Ben Konigsberg. What's going on, Ben? Says Hunt or Drake in a half PPR. I still have Hunt a little bit higher in that ranking right there, even though Kenyon Drake does come up a lot for me this week with no Josh Jacobs. Devin Chikowski. What's up, Devin? Say my name right, Kyle. See? You already messed it up, Kyle. You messed it up earlier. Keenan Allen or Amari Cooper. With no Michael Gallup, it's really hard to not choose Amari Cooper right now because the volume is just going to be there. I don't dislike Keenan Allen at all, but I think the higher ceiling is Amari Cooper this week. Roberto Cotto, what's going on, Roberto? He says Tyson Williams or Jamal Williams, a battle of both Williamses. And then he threw in 3 hot peppers. I like me some hot peppers. If I have to choose between those 2, though, until we see that clarity in the Baltimore backfield, I'm going Jamal Williams. Brent Shin, see you and appreciate you, Brent. Need 2 out of the 3 in a PPR format. So Julio, Waddle, and Mike Williams. You only need 2 of them. I'm going with Julio and Mike Williams. Don't dislike Waddle, but I think the other 2 are a little bit safer. I have weather issues in the Titans and Dolphins game. Yes, Tater told us about those. Thanks for always helping. You guys are awesome. I agreed. The weather is something to pay attention to, but being that we didn't choose Waddle, you should be good there this week. Daniel Eli, full PPR, need 1. Hunt, Thielen, or Henderson. Me and Kyle were talking about this earlier. I think Adam Thielen is just peppered with targets because they're not able to have routes develop down the field with that pass rush from Arizona. So I'm going Thielen right there. Ryan Rodgers, appreciate you. Love you guys. Sit one running back, sit one wide receiver. So let's see here. You got your wide receivers first. Robert Woods, Deontay Johnson. I'm guessing Antonio Brown, T. Higgins. So if I have to sit one of them, that is tough, but I'm going to sit T. Higgins, even though I really don't want to. Jonathan Taylor, Austin Eckler, David Montgomery, Chris Carson. I have to sit one of them as well, and that is super tough because Jonathan Taylor I have at 13, Eckler at 9, DeMont is at 11, and Carson is at 12. So they're literally all back-to-back. The guy that I have ranked the highest is Jonathan Taylor, which is a big risk to sit, but as of right now, you have some great options, and that's my choice. Jeff McQueen, Captain Kirk, or Bobby Trees. Still going Bobby Trees there. Love me some Christian Kirk and a potential bounce back, but I'm not quite ready just to say that's going to happen on a weekly basis here. Let's see. Derek Klossmeyer, Mr. Richardson, and Mr. Hubman. He's being very professional with us. Either that or we're in some serious trouble. Kyle, you guys are awesome. Greatest fantasy show and advice out there. Full PPR League 10 team. Do I go for James Robinson or Kenyon Drake this week in my flex best options? I'm still going with Kenyon Drake. I love James Robinson. I want to play James Robinson every single week, but I can't because Urban Meyer is an idiot. So I'm going with Kenyon Drake until Urban Meyer can figure his crap out there in that backfield. Connor M. Flex Chark, Hunt, or Juju in a full PPR. Hunt is going to be your safest option, in my opinion, and that's probably who I would choose here. Juju's going to be close. I think Juju's another guy peppered with targets this week as well. Randy Horsley, James Robinson, or James White this week. Once again, I hope James Robinson doesn't go out there and burn a lot of people on their bench, but I would rather him burn me on my bench this week so I can see his role going forward instead of hoping it gets better and giving you another goose egg. So I'm going to go with James White here in a half PPR. Justin Burnett, a new member of Holden Chubb. Let's throw some hashtag Justins in the chat for him. Welcome to the membership, my friend. Roxton Pasco, do you use your fantasy knowledge on gambling on DraftKings Prize Picks? Is it advantages or it's about luck? Well, a lot of it is luck, right? But yes, we definitely use everything we pick up throughout the week. Like I said, in last week's members only video, Chris Kennedy put it out, and I believe he got 9 out of 11 right. So if you made all the bets that we have, you're making money. Plus, we cover all things DFS over on Patreon. If you want more stuff on DraftKings, Joel absolutely kills it over on Patreon, and that's where you need to be. There's a link in the description if you're really into DFS. Sandeep, appreciate you. PPR, wide receiver 3, Ayuk, Shenault, or Tim Patrick. This week, still going with Tim Patrick until we see Ayuk really perform. And then you also have to, your 1 and 2 is A.J. Brown and T. Higgins. Then yes, I'm going with Tim Patrick there as your number 3. J.J. Smoke, FaZe Kyle. Did you get promoted, Kyle? No, you did not. Anyway, but he does think...
I don't have any announcements currently, but I can neither confirm nor deny my participation in anything.
Perfect. Awesome. He still thinks you're a Warzone stud. I have both Hunter Henry and Jonnu. Is it worth trying to roster both, or should I drop one and pick up JaMycal Hasty off of waivers? I don't mind owning both. The problem is you just don't know what's going to happen on a weekly basis, and it's going to be a headache. If you don't want that headache, then I probably personally just roll with Jonnu. If you're willing to sit there and kind of play that gambling game on a weekly basis, I don't hate holding on to it because one of them goes down, then you're going to have some serious production. Uncle Scoden, Deontay Johnson, Mike Evans, Deebo Samuel, Tyson Williams, Corey Davis, full PPR, need 1 wide receiver and 1 flex. For a full PPR for your 1 wide receiver, it's going to be, that is tough. That's Deontay Johnson, and for your flex, I'm not giving up on Mike Evans yet. It was not a Mike Evans week last week, but it's Mike freaking Evans who has 1,000 yards every year of his career and dang near gets double-digit touchdowns every single year. I'm going Deontay Johnson and Mike Evans this week. Giuliano, appreciate you. Hey guys, love your channel so much. Half PPR. Shall I start White over Davis this week? So I'm guessing James White over Corey Davis this week. And just start Beazles or Juju. Greetings from Berlin, Germany. Germany in the house tonight. Giuliano, I I don't know if I want to go James White over Corey Davis. Corey Davis is still going to be the number one target in that offense and get peppered a lot. He's got the big playability. He's got the touchdown upside. So I'm probably still going to lean towards Corey Davis there. You're already starting Beasles or Juju. Beasles going to be slightly safer for me this week. I think he's got something that a 10-plus target, I don't want to say a floor, but that ability on a weekly basis. The problem with Juju is he's got a lot to compete with, right? Chase Claypool, Deontay Johnson, Eric Ebron at times. Overcome. Chubb starting. Put Hunt or Corey Davis in the flex. I don't know if this is PPR or not overcome. If it's standard, I'm going Corey Davis. Anything PPR related, though, I think it's still safe to start Hunt. If you think you're going to be chasing points, though, you need that gamble for that higher ceiling. It's Corey Davis. It depends what the rest of your lineup looks like. If you feel like you're going to need to chase some points, that's when you go Corey Davis. Kyle,
Okay, so where are you at right now?
Chaos.
Okay, that's who you haven't done yet?
That's where you can pick up.
Okay, tag me back in now.
Whew,
to Chaos for the 10 bomb. What up,
Good.
Headliner Nation? In a PPR, do I start Julio or Devonta Smith this week? I've got Smith a little bit higher. Also, Chris Carson or Montgomery the rest of the season. I would take Montgomery the rest of the season. Thanks, guys. You are the best. No Chaos. You're the best. Forehead kisses. Danny Lynch with the 2 bomb. Hey guys, big fan for PPR flex. AB or Mike Williams? It's AB for me. Nathaniel Berzoska. I might have messed it up. $5. Trade Damian Harris and Jones Jr. for Allen Robinson and James Conner. What do you think? I mean, if you're strong at running back, I would take Allen Robinson over Damian Harris. But if this is going to leave you short, then I would try not to. Brian in with the 5 bomb. Mike Williams or Devonta Smith for wide receiver 2.5 PPR. It's Smith for me. Jack Andrew with the 5 bomb. Full PPR. Choose one for the flex. Harris, Waddle, Kenyon Drake. It's Harris. Elite Yimmy 7 with the 2 bomb. Okay, more options. Better flex. Tim, Patrick, I'm assuming TY means Tyson Williams and Higbee. If it's Tyson Williams, I would go with him. I don't know what else Ty would be. So maybe Tim Patrick. I'm not sure. I'm guessing that's Tyson Williams. Elton Richardson with the 2 bomb. Start Sutton or Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers for me. Stephen Bowen with the 2 bomb. Start 1 in a full PPR flex. Connor, Gage, or Sutton. I'm going to go with Sutton since it's full PPR. Austin Klein. What's going on, Austin, with the 5 bomb? Brutalized with injuries in a 14-team league. Peyton Barber, Michael Carter, or Tevin Coleman. I would go Peyton Barber tomorrow and see what happens. Kyle Aruda with the 2 bomb. CEH or Darrell Henderson for the flex and a half PPR. Jake, who do you have higher?
I didn't hear it. What were the options?
CEH or Darrell Henderson?
I have CEH at 17, Henderson at 20, so it's CEH.
Okay, CEH. Deshaun Woods, I was going to say they were super close for me too. Deshaun Woods, trade Tyson Williams and Robbie Anderson for Zeke, 100%. Do it and do it fast, Deshaun. Nave with the 2 bomb. Jamar Chase or Mike Williams. I've got Chase a little bit higher. Zav Hayward with the 5 bomb. 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, and a 10-team standard. Dak, Henry, Najee, Kupp, AB, Cooper, Fant with the flex. CEH, bench, Sermon, Tyson, Ayuk, Debo, Goddard, Higbee. Thoughts? I like it. Good running backs, really good wide receivers, solid flex with CEH, decent depth on the bench. If Ayuk comes back and starts playing, I like it. Miltuagi with a $4.99. Hey guys, love the content. Thanks for all you do. Pick one for the flex and a full PPR. Henderson, Pitts, Mike Williams, or Elijah Mitchell. I would go with Henderson, but it'd be interesting to see who you're starting over Pitts. If you've really got someone that much better than Pitts, you need to be trading Pitts. Trojan, 36.59 with a 2 bomb. Antonio Brown or Thielen for standard. Thanks. I'm going to go with Thielen to find the end zone. All Rise, 99 with a 2 bomb. Gaskin or Chark a flex PPR. I'm going to go with Gaskin. Rivers with a 2 bomb. Mike Williams or Kenyon Drake in a full PPR. I'm going to go Mike Williams here. Adam Salamach with the 99-cent donation. Appreciate it, Adam. Pete Wheeler, 72 with the 2 bomb. Deebo Samuel or Antonio Brown in standard. Still going to go Antonio Brown here. Luis Burgos with the 2 bomb. Full PPR, start 2. Julio, Chase, Smith, or CEH. I'm going to go CEH and Smith if you want to be a little bit safer. Jimmy Crumbs with the 2 bomb. Gage, Aguilar, Chenault, flex, full PPR. Chenault's probably going to be the safest since it's a full PPR, but Aguilar has a much higher touchdown upside than him, Jimmy. So if you need more upside, it's Aguilar there. Corey Stickler, flex, half PPR, Jalen Waddle or Jamal Williams. I'm okay to go Jalen Waddle here if you need some upside. Tanner Worley with the 5-bomb. DJ Moore or Deebo Samuel this week is the flex. It's DJ Moore. James Smith becoming a new member of Holden Chubb here on YouTube. Thanks so much, James, for your support. Carlos Almonte with the 2-bomb. Lamar or Dak. I got to check that one real quick. I've got Dak a little bit higher this week. Darth Raider with the 5-bomb and a half PPR. Who to start at the flex? Chark, Smith, Parker, or Aguilar? It's going to be Smith for me. Aldwin Parchment with the 5-bomb and a standard PPR. Already played McLaurin. Do I sit Allen, Godwin, or Robinson? Ooh, wow.
Well, who is it? What are the options?
Allen, Godwin, or Robinson, and he already started McLaurin.
Good Lord.
I mean, honestly, because of all of your choices here, I would sit Godwin because Godwin has the highest bust chance because of everybody that's going to get targets around him. I do think I have Allen just a little bit lower, but because you have such good options, that's where I would go with. Matthew Schutz with the 2-bomb. Julio Gaskin or MG3 and a full PPR flex. I'm going to go with Gaskin. Daichi with the 5-bomb. Robinson, Mitchell, or Tyson Williams is the RB2. Going to go with Mitchell. And Mike Williams, LaVisca, or Ayuk in the flex. Let's go with Mike Williams. Devin Chichowski with the 2-bomb. How many times do we have to go over this? Chikowski. Wait. No, this says Chikowski, which is how I said it earlier. Then you corrected me, Jake.
I said Chichowski.
No, he's got it Chikowski.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Chicow. No, you corrected me. Then you said Chichowski. It's Chikowski.
Quit blaming me for all your problems, Kyle.
Devin, I apologize for Jake. Nick Boklaj with the 5-bomb and a full PPR flex. Dobbins or Akers this week? Both of them. James with the 5-bomb. Chase, in case somebody wants to think I'm being real here, I understand they're both hurt. Okay. Nick is making a joke here. James with the 5-bomb. Chase, Gaskin, Henderson, Mike Davis, pick 3 and a standard. Chase, Gaskin, Henderson for me. Cameron with the 2-bomb. Flex PPR. Jamar Chase, Jamal Williams, or Devonta Smith. Jamar Chase is going to have a little bit more upside, but since it's PPR, I'm probably leaning towards Devonta Smith here. Chris Chua with the 10-bomb. 12-team, full PPR, starting Eckler, Chubb, Cooper, A-Rob, need to flex, Henderson, Chase, Gaskin, or Corey Davis. I'll go with Gaskin here. Ivan Flores with the 2-bomb or the 10-bomb. Love you guys. This is my second year following you. Who should I put in my flex? Cobb, Debo Connor, or Marvin Jones? It's Debo. Donovan Bell and a full PPR running back 2. Mitchell, Connor, Jamal, or Tyson. I'm going to go with Mitchell. Jeremiah Pantajos. What's going on, Jeremiah? With the 5-bomb. Need 2 for the flex spots. Elijah Mitchell, Damian Harris, Murray, Connor, Robbie Anderson. It's Mitchell and Harris for me. You'll see Ventura with the 5-bomb. Flex, Melvin Gordon, Mike Davis, or DJ Moore. 2 QB league. I got Patty Mahomes for QB2, Aaron Rodgers or Jalen Hurts. Also, Justin Herbert, the pervert MVP. Okay, so for the flex, I'm going to go DJ Moore over Davis and Gordon. And then for the QB2, I'm going to go Aaron Rodgers over Jalen Hurts this week, especially Detroit at home, Monday Night Football, huge bounce back. Aaron Rodgers, I'm going to go there. Daisy Parga with the 5-bomb, but a message retracted. Remember, if you send a super chat, don't retract the message. Corey Sickler with the 2-bomb, flex PPR, half PPR, Jalen Waddle or Jamal Williams. It's going to be half PPR, Jalen Waddle for me. M. St. G, better streaming option, Saints or Browns. I believe that's going to be the Browns for me. I'm almost positive.
Against Houston, yes.
Yes, it is. Okay. Daniel, Dak, Ridley, Williams, Juju, Henry, Gibson, Hawkinson, Monty, Robbie, or James Robinson, Hunt, Antonio Brown, Myers, Tyson Williams, Drake. 1 quarterback. Okay, so I have to pick a quarterback. I don't see anybody other than Dak, so I'm going to go with Dak. 3 wide receivers. Ridley's going to be 1. Antonio Brown is going to be 2. Jacoby Myers is going to be 3. 2 running backs. Henry is going to be 1. I don't know if you already started Antonio Gibson or not, but you've got Gibson listed here. Montgomery would be 2 for me. 1 tight end is going to be Hawkinson. And then 3 flex is going to be Hunt, Juju, and Tyson Williams. Chris Chua becoming a new member of Holden Chubb. Appreciate you, Chris. Slow-mo 1203, Gaskin, Myers, Tyson, Corey Davis, flex, and the standard 12 team. First time super sub for 2 years. Member tonight. Appreciate you, Slow-mo. Thanks so much for the support. And he becomes a new member of Holden Chubb. Appreciate it. So here for the standard, I am going to go with Myles Gaskin here still. Jacoby Myers is close for me, but I'm still going to go Gaskin. Theon Blair with a 5 bomb. Would you trade Montgomery for Barkley? Not at this point. I would not. No. Hugo F. With a 5 bomb. Need 2 in standard. Mike Davis, Antonio Brown, Deebo Samuel, or Claypool. I'm going to go Antonio Brown. And because it's standard, I'm going to go Claypool for the touchdown upside because all the catches for Deebo don't really help out in a standard league. Isaiah with the 2 bomb. Teddy B or Darnold this week over Cousins.
Ooh. I got Teddy 2 gloves this week.
Yes, I've got Teddy B. Yep, I got him higher as well. Matt Sims, hey guys, love the show. Gaskin, Mike Williams, or Waddle for the flex and a full PPR Gaskin for me. Ryan Phillips with the 2 bomb. Need a flex. Waddle, Landry, Mitchell, or Mike Williams. I've got Waddle a little bit higher than all of the. Oh, wait, no, Mitchell's in there. I'm going to go with Mitchell. Go with the running back. Baltic Swift with the 5 bomb. PPR, Deontay Johnson or Darrell Henderson. I'm going to go Darrell Henderson. Give me the running back. Logan Sampson, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, and 2 flex. AB, Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, Tyler Higbee, Kyle Pitts, Randall Cobb, and a full PPR. So for my 2 wide receivers, it's Jamar Chase and Antonio Brown. For my tight end, it's Kyle Pitts. For my 2 flex, it's Jalen Waddle and Tyler Higbee. Colton Smith with the 5 bomb and a PPR flex, DJ Moore, Kenyon Drake, Devontae Parker, Eli Mitchell, or James Robinson. And a PPR, I'm going to go with DJ Moore here. Organic food with a 2 bomb, Waddle, Myers, Gordon, Swift, pick 2. I'm going to go with Swift, and I'm going to go with Myers here. Brad Booth with the 2 bomb. Love you guys. Keep it up. Kyle Karaoke. Ooh, Brad, maybe on the gaming channel when we get done here. Yeah. Matthew Bias becoming a new member. You said no so quickly. That makes me feel bad. Becoming a new member of Holden Chubb. Appreciate you. Andrew Oskochia with a 5 bomb and a full PPR. Najee Harris or Aaron Jones is my RB2. I'm going with Aaron Jones. Flex set is Allen Robinson. Since I traded Thielen for him, we agreed to start the traded players. All right, run it there then. Isaiah Sanchez, need 1 for the flex. Miles Sanders, Cole Beasley, or Eli Mitchell. I'm going to go Miles Sanders. Aaron Korzanowski with the 2 bomb. Fair trade. Trade away Tyreek for Mixon. Need an RB2. Oh, I don't want to trade Tyreek for Mixon, though. If I'm trading Tyreek, I need to get somebody that's a top 2 or 3 running back. Elite Yimmy 7 with the 2 bomb. Flex Tyson Williams. Oh, no. Shit. It scrolled to the bottom. And I just realized I cussed.
Were you on Fair Trade?
I was on... No, Elite Yimmy 7. I'm back 2 with the 2 bomb. Flex Tyson Williams, Higbee, or Tim Patrick going with Tyson Williams. Jerry Taylor becoming a new member. Appreciate you, Jerry. Tevin Chakowski.
See, it's
trade,
you.
No, because you messed me up.
You
trade Barkley for Allen Robinson in a full PPR. I mean, honestly, as long as you're really strong at running back, I'm okay with that. But you have to be strong at running back. Aldwin Parchment becoming a new member here on Holden Chubb. Appreciate you. Edgar Pacheco with a 5 bomb. Hey, guys. Hope you two are having a great night. Yes, we are, because we're here with all you. After these 2 games, should I still think of Washington defense as a start most weeks? Thank you. For right now, yes. I'm not changing my mind quite yet. Chris 33 with a 5 bomb. Name my running backs. Hunt, Williams, Singletary, wide receivers, Claypool or Smith. On flex, Claypool, Smith, or 3rd-ranked running back from the names ones above. Okay. So if I'm ranking the running backs in order, it's Hunt, Singletary, then Damian Williams. For wide receivers, it's going to be Smith and then Claypool. If I have to flex somebody, it's going to be Claypool over Singletary and Williams.
Yep, agreed.
Our senior at the 5 bomb. Love you guys. Sorry, long question. Need 2 wide receivers. Ridley, Cup, A-Rod, Devonta Smith, Boyd, or Corey Davis. 1 running back, Carson Henderson or Gaskin. Flex 1 as well. So I'm going to go with Carson is my running back. Sorry. Going to go Carson is my running back. My wide receivers are going to be Ridley and Kupp, and then I'm going to flex Allen Robinson. Trilogy tree with the 5-bomb, Mike Williams or Kenyon Drake in the flex in a standard league, since it's standard Mike Williams. Drew the Foo becoming a new member of Hold and Chubb here on YouTube. Appreciate you, Drew. Voltic Swift, should I trade Deontay Johnson for Brandon Cooks and Kareem Hunt in a PPR? I mean, I'm not against it. If you're really weak at running back and you're strong at wide receiver, that's a pretty fair trade, but I wouldn't make that trade unless you absolutely need Hunt to play for you. Ozil, Vasquez, team, Stafford, Cook, Henderson, Ridley, Cook, Waller, Woods. Sub 1 for Mike Williams or Eli Mitchell. Roll with my squad. Denver. I don't know if this is Brandon Cooks, who is the Cook that is listed after Ridley, then I'm going Mike Williams over him. If you have to start, if that's Cooks again, because you have Cook listed twice. If that's Brandon Cooks, I'm going to go Williams over him. E-Man with the 5-bomb and a full PPR. I could flex Corey Davis, Kenyon Drake, or James Robinson, or I could drop Sermon Ayuk, Corey Davis, Kenyon Drake, or Latavius Murray to grab and start Beasley. Depending on what your running back depth looks like, I mean, I would be fine to move on from Latavius Murray or Sermon to start Beasley. But it depends on what your running back depth looks like. Carmen Savage with the 5-bomb, QB1 and 2, Ryan Tannehill, Derek Carr, Zach Wilson, Lamar Jackson, and Ryan Tannehill for me. Most Dope with the 10-bomb. What's up, Most Dope? Sup, guys? I just completed a trade where I sent Najee and Judy for Tyson and CEH. Thoughts? And should I start them over Mike Davis or Ayuk? Okay, so Most Dope. Not a huge fan of this. Yes, I understand Judy is going to be out for a while, but you've basically went from Najee to Tyson when we don't even know what Tyson's role could be moving forward. And then, yes, you get CEH to basically replace him, but once Judy comes back, your side would win by quite a bit. So for right now, it's not really that bad of a trade, but in the long run, later on in the season, it could end up hurting you. As far as who you're starting this week, I'm starting CEH and Tyson over Mike Davis and Ayuk. Dustin Isaacs with the 5-bomb in a 10-team, 2 quarterback 0.5 PPR. Need to drop one for a kicker. Lance, Chenault, Corey Davis, Sermon, Elijah Mitchell. If I absolutely had to drop one, it would probably be Chenault out of all these because it's a 2-quarterback league. Oh, man. Actually, Dustin is going to depend on who your other quarterbacks are. Honestly, Lance isn't going to be starting anytime soon. So you could potentially drop him and then pick him up again later. And it's a 10-team, so you're going to get quarterbacks all over the place. There's no way all the quarterbacks in your league are gone. So, I mean, I'm either going to drop Chenault or Lance here, and it depends on what your tight end or your quarterbacks look like. Also, we're starting one out of Brown, Gordon, and Smith. Thanks, guys. I'm going with Brown if that's Antonio Brown or AJ Brown. If it is Marquise Brown, I'm going with Smith. Dornage Davis with the 2-bomb. PPR in a bind. Jacobs hurt. Rojo or Pollard?
Ugh. I gamble with Rojo and cross my fingers.
Yep, same. Byron Austin with the 5-bomb. Good day, boys. Love your work. Do I roll with Gesicki again this week or drop him? Or David Johnson for Everett, Troutman, Jarvis, and a 0.5 tight end premium? I'm dropping Gesicki. I'm not worried about it right now. I'm dropping Gesicki. Drop Gesicki. No one's going to pick him up. And for this week, if you want to be safe with it, go with Troutman because of how much he was on the field last week. I Shine 101 with the 5-bomb. What up, I Shine? Sup, fellas? Pick one for the flex and a 0.5 PPR. Gaskin, Corey Davis, Rondell Moore, Ayuk, or Cortland Sutton. I'm going to go Gaskin here. Byron Austin says Jarwin. Oh, wait. Where's Byron? Where was your last? I remember he asked one, but I don't know where it's at.
Is that the one where there was a trade with 2 tight ends?
It might have been, but he just put asterisk and then he put Jarwin. I don't know where Byron Austin is, though. Could you find that real quick for me?
Yep. Yep.
DG bombs away 0-4 with the 2-bomb, full PPR. Corey Davis, Brandon Cooks, Chase Edmonds, Devonta Smith, pick 2. I'm picking Edmonds and Smith here. Lionel 4G, Mahomes, Kyler, Allen. Which 2 should I start? Mahomes and Kyler for me right now. My God, just trade one of them.
Yeah.
The worst with the 5-bomb, full PPR flex, MG3, Hunt, Hollywood, or Beasley, and a full PPR for the flex. Normally I would say Beasley here, but because of how easy this matchup could be for the Browns this week, I'm going to go with Hunt. K2 with the 5-bomb, my RB1 and RB2 equal Chubb and Elliott. I have QB between Dak and Herbert. Jake said Dak over Herbert. Now is it okay to flex Lamb over CEH2, PPR, Pitts, or Fant? For this week, I think I've got Fant just a little bit higher than Pitts. And then as far as flexing Lamb is in for one heck of a week. I'm fine with that over CEH. Mark Gorton Jr. with the 2-bomb and a half PPR flex, Chase or Drake. I'm going to go with Chase. Ryan Guthrie with the 5-bomb and a half PPR, pick 3. Need a flex and wide receiver. Debo, Eli Williams, Tyson Fournette, T. Higgins. Already started Gibson, and we know how that went. So if you already started Gibson, we need upside, right? We need upside if we've already started Gibson. So it's going to be T. Higgins, it's going to be Debo Samuel, and it's going to be Elijah Williams. Wait, Eli Williams? Did you mean Mitchell? If you meant Mitchell, it's Eli Mitchell. But I see Tyson there, so maybe you meant Tyson Williams. It's Eli Mitchell for me, and then Debo and T. Higgins over that. Rojo or James Conner at the flex. James Conner. Love your guys' show. Always a great help. The Escobar World with the 5-bomb. Appreciate you. Stephen with the 2-bomb. CEH or Melvin Gordon the 3rd and a half point at CEH. Ray Gothro with the 5-bomb and a full PPR 12-man. Need a running back too. Robinson, Jones, or Gainwell. I'm going to go with James Robinson here, and hopefully Carlos Hyde needs to go into the locker room and get an IV for dehydration at some point. And it just went all the way down to the bottom again. So, Jake, I'm going to... Josh Mutinowitz, I think, is where I left off.
No. You just did Rojo or James Conner. And
Ray Gathro. Need a running back, too.
Ray...
I went Robinson. And then John Mutinowitz is right after that.
Got it. Playing Eckler, Montgomery, Marvin Jones, and Robert Woods. Need one more out of Amendola, Elijah Moore, Michael Pittman, Elijah Mitchell, Latavius Murray, or Hollywood Brown. Man, they are all boom or bust on your bench. At this point, I'm just going with Elijah Mitchell and crossing my fingers there, John. Zen Bender. Flex 2-half PPR. Mike Williams, Melvin Gordon, Myles Gaskin, Elijah Mitchell, Laviska Shenault. I think I'm going to take the safety of Melvin Gordon this week, and then I'm going to take the high upside risk of Mike Williams to kind of balance it out a little bit. So I'm going Mike Williams, Melvin Gordon. Nas. Would trade David Montgomery for McLaurin plus Lamar. I have Winston as my quarterback and Taylor Gibson as my running backs. Would you trade Gibson instead? So would you trade Gibson for McLaurin and Lamar, being that you already have Winston? But that's only going to leave you what? Taylor and David Montgomery as your running backs. If you have added depth, I don't mind that whatsoever. But if that's all you're going to have left at running back, Nas, you're going to be in for some long days as we get later on into the season. So if you don't have other depth than that, I'm probably not trading away a running back, especially since you don't have a glaring need there at wide receiver or quarterback. Chris Gulas, running back 2, full PPR. Rojo, Gainwell, or Murray. They all make me want to throw up in my mouth, Chris, if I'm being completely honest. But if I had to choose one, man, I'm going to cross my fingers. I'm going to gamble that he actually catches the ball and doesn't fumble it and go Ronald Jones. Mark Gorton Jr. Half PPR flex. Need one. Devontae Smith, Melvin Gordon, or Javonte Williams. In a half PPR, the safest option, in my opinion, is Melvin Gordon. That's my safest play if you just want to play it safe, Mark. If you want to gamble for a higher ceiling, gamble for that boom play, that's where you go Devontae Smith. It depends if you want to make that risk, though, or not. John Cooper. Should I trade Mixon for Terry McLaurin in a half PPR? He already has Dalvin Cook, Najee Harris, Miles Sanders, and then Mixon for running backs. And I got Debo, A-Rob, and Deontay Johnson. Need 2 running backs and a wide receiver and a flex. All right, so the first question is, do you trade Mixon for Terry McLaurin, being that you already have Cook, Najee, and Sanders? I don't hate that, but you already have Allen Robinson and Deontay Johnson, who are basically almost startable every single week, plus you already have Debo, so McLaurin isn't a glaring need enough for me to want to give up a stud running back. Now you have, yes, you're 4 deep at running back, and I don't mind trading one of them, but I don't know if getting Terry McLaurin adds the most to your team, so I wouldn't be quick to make that trade. I kind of shop it around and see what else you get. As for needing 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a flex, this week I'm going to start. Man, you got so many good options. It is ridiculous. Dalvin Cook is going to start. Najee Harris is going to start. The other one out of Sanders and Mixon, it's going to be Mixon this week for me. And then out of your wide receivers, it's A-Rob and Deontay Johnson. For your flex, that's where you talked about. That's where Mixon's going to go. Will A. just wanted to say hi. Sup, Will? Sup, yeah. Aram Garabedian. Standard scoring. Pick 2, and his use of emojis were perfect in this question. It makes it easier. I appreciate that. Gordon, AB, or A-Rob. I got to pick 2 out of those. I'm going to go with the safety of Gordon, and then I'm going to gamble a little bit, and I'm going to go with Allen Robinson there. He started Gibson already with 7.4 points. So, yeah, I'm still... As much as I'd like to think Antonio Brown has that high ceiling, so does Allen Robinson. So I'm going with A-Rob and Gordon this week and hoping that one of them can hit high for you to make up that deficit caused by Gibson. Will A, PPR pick 3, CEH, Henderson, Mitchell, Devontae Smith, Gaskin Davis, Tyson Williams, and Chicken Wings. Well, Chicken Wings is 1.01 of all things football on Sunday, so he that's definitely getting picked. He has chicken wings, collard greens. Give me the wings over the collard greens. As for the PPR pick 3, it's going to be CEH, Darrell Henderson, and then the upside play of Devontae Smith for me there this week for Will A. Ronice Rochelle says full PPR, Tyson Williams versus Kansas City, or Melvin Gordon against Jacksonville. I'm going with Melvin Gordon against Jacksonville because Jacksonville absolutely sucks. Jason Marinette. Marinette. Is it? Am I fancy right now? I don't know. PPR flex, Mike Williams, Deontay Johnson, or Darrell Henderson. In a PPR, I'm probably going to lean the way of Deontay Johnson this week. If you want to play it safer, you could go Henderson, but personally, I'm going with Deontay Johnson. Dornage Davis, PPR. Kamara is locked. Okay, perfect. Got him in there. Yeah, we're not sitting him. Running back 2, Jacobs hurt, so it's Pollard or Rojo. I'm going with Rojo because I'm a glutton for punishment. Wide receivers, you got Diggs, Jefferson, Bobby Trees, Higgins, and Robbie Anderson. Needs to start 3 of them. Well, it's going to be Diggs, Jefferson, and Bobby Trees for me there for your wide receivers. The worst. Full PPR, pick 2, Allen Robinson, Amari Cooper, and Antonio Brown. You guys are the best. Thanks for the content. Thank you, the worst. Appreciate you. Full PPR picking 2. It's going to be Amari Cooper and Allen Robinson for me this week. Jason Marinette, Marintetti. I'm sorry, Jason. Can you throw in the chat how to say your last name so I don't mispronounce it every week because I'm apparently too stupid to figure it out. Standard. Flex Woods, Harris, or Mitchell in a standard league. In the standard league, I'll gamble a little bit and go with Damian Harris in hopes that he can actually, regain right around 18 to 20 touches this week. Eric Munoz Jr., appreciate you out there. Should I trade James Robinson and Eli Mitchell for Justin Jefferson? 100% go smash the trade button right now for that. Your other running backs are Aaron Jones, Chris Carson, Miles Sanders, Myles Gaskin, Connor Murray. Yeah, 100%. I'm trading James Robinson and Elijah Mitchell for Justin Jefferson if you can get that. I won't even be offended if you leave the stream real quick to go do that. Taylor Worry, and then it scrolled on me. Here we go. Flex 2.5 PPR. Robbie Anderson, Myles Gaskin, and Javonte Williams. I love Javonte Williams. I really want him to be a thing, but I'm still going to wait until we see him get that higher ceiling, and I'm going with Robbie Anderson and Myles Gaskin this week. Colin Dugan, Myles Gaskin or DJ Moore as a flex in a full PPR. Full PPR, I don't dislike Gaskin because he still gets like 5 or 6 targets a game, and that's what really gives him that safer floor. So if you want to play it safer, it's Myles Gaskin. Gambling is going to go be DJ Moore. Carrie Bouye, I see you out there. I appreciate you. You retracted your messages. Don't retract messages, people, because then we can't read them out loud for you. E-Man, what's going on? E-Man says, start Jacoby Myers or Beasley in a full PPR, need upside. I think they're about even. Like, I don't think anyone has a higher touchdown, projection than the other. So I'm gonna stick with the Beasles. Give me a case of the Beasles on a weekly basis, and an offense that isn't going to rely on the run as much, and they're going to throw the ball. Ultra Pack, trade Keenan Allen for Diggs and Russell Wilson. Rate the trade. So you traded Keenan Allen and got Diggs and Russell Wilson. Absolutely, I have no issues with that. Hopefully you needed an upgrade at quarterback, because if you have two just sitting there, maybe you have more trade bait here as we move forward. Rob G, do you think I can flex Mike Williams and start Keenan Allen in the same league? Same thing for Chubb and Hunt for week 2. I have no issues usually with that. Now, it all depends on matchup, and we have Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. Typically, I don't like to flex two players of the same position from the same team, but in a matchup going up against Dallas, in a matchup I do not hate, that I expect a lot of points and a lot of throwing, that's something that I will definitely do. As for Chubb and Hunt, great matchup going up against Houston. They're going to run the ball a lot. Both are utilized. Both have touchdown upside. No issues from either one of those matchups here for the week. Greatness. DJ Moore, Corey Davis, Jalen Waddle. Need to start 2. Should I be scared of starting DJ Moore against the Saints defense? I don't know if I would be scared. Am I out there expecting huge numbers? No, I'm just limiting expectations, but you can kind of say the same thing for Jalen Waddle going out there with Devontae Parker. Maybe we see more Mike Gesicki this week, potential bad weather in Miami. Those are other, things to look at as well. So personally, I'm still going DJ Moore and Corey Davis. B-Rob32 becoming a new member of Holding Chubb. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for our members only stream as well. XX Rockette. Start 2 and bench 1. So I got to pick 2 out of the 3 between Drake, Hines, and Robbie Anderson. I wish I knew if this was standard or PPR. If it's standard, I'm going Drake and Anderson. If it is anything to do with PPR, I'm going Hines and Drake this week. XX Rockette. Carrie Bouye. Again, retracted a message. Don't retract messages, people. Carmen Savage. I see you out there. Carmen, how you doing? Pick 2 out of Calvin Ridley, Cole Beasley, Amari Cooper, and T. Higgins. This is like choosing between my children. I don't want to sit any of them, if I'm being completely honest, but I got to go with Amari Cooper and Calvin Ridley here this week. The ceilings are just so high. Either one of those guys can win you their matchup all by themselves, and that's why I got to throw them in there. Nas, you guys are amazing. Nas, I appreciate you out there. He says Corey Davis or Tim Patrick for his wide receiver 2. I'm going with Corey Davis, the clear-cut number 1 in New York there for the Jets. He's going to be somebody who is just absolutely peppered with targets on a weekly basis because they're probably going to be losing a lot as well. Donovan Bell, full PPR flex. Swift, Ayuk, Javonte, Tyson, or Boyd. Being that it's a full PPR and we know that they're going to utilize the running backs in Detroit, I'm going to go with DeAndre Swift there. Oh no, I'm totally going to mess up this last name. Aaron, I apologize ahead of time. Aaron Korzeniowski. Oh, hang on, let me use my phonics here. Korzeniowski. Aaron Korzeniowski. I probably totally messed that up. Aaron
Korzeniowski.
Kyle, that is why you are in higher education and I am in football. Great job.
Wait. Listen, I am the guy that's constantly messing up.
That's
names.
true. You are like the worst name pronunciator ever, but yeah, you get Aaron Korzeniowski right. That's crazy. All right,
I think it's a Yao, like a Korzeniowski.
Korzeniowski.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Trey Lance, can he blossom into a quarterback 1 this year? Can he? Of course. Once he gets the reins to that job, it may be a rough few weeks, and then he's going to absolutely take over, and he's going to have plenty of weapons to be successful. Is it going to be this year? I think it really depends on the health of Jimmy Garoppolo. If he stays healthy, I think they let Trey Lance sit for a year. But what happens if Jimmy G has any struggles or any injury? Once they go to Trey Lance, I believe it's his job going forward, and they won't go back to Jimmy G. I think it's just dependent on an injury. So as long as Jimmy can stay healthy, I don't think we see it this year, but it is for sure coming, in my opinion. Easy Eddie 32, 2-point PPR. Wow, 2 points for PPR. All right, running back Eckler, Henderson, Rojo, Carter, Tony Jones. Well, it's definitely going to be Eckler in a 2-point PPR league. Secondly, I'm going to go with Henderson there as well. For wide receiver, you have Allen Robinson, Deontay Johnson, Antonio Brown, Hollywood, Elijah Mitchell, who's a running back. He wants to trade AB, Tony Jones, and Rojo for Thielen, Sermon, and Madison. AB, Jones, and Rojo. I have no issues making that whatsoever. I make that trade right there and grab Thielen to be another solid starter for you on a weekly basis to pair up with Allen Robinson or Deontay Johnson. Tiger on the beat. And hold on, I got to scroll back up. It says, hey guys, love the content and appreciate everything you guys do. I need one flex. Damian Harris, Elijah Mitchell, DJ Chark, Russell Gage, or Cortland Sutton. Only one of those guys in a flex. Does it say if it's PPR? No. It doesn't say if it's PPR or not, so I'm going to say I'm going to go with Damian Harris and hope for the touchdown upside right there. If this is full PPR, I think I lean the way of DJ Chark. If it's standard, I'm probably going to stick with Damian Harris. Devin D'Souza, what's going on out there, Devin? Gaskin or Javonte, flex full PPR. I'm going to go with Gaskin there this week. And then Browns or Broncos defense. I'm still going with the Browns because I don't believe Houston is as good on offense as they showed last week. Greg Schroeder. Appreciate you out there, Greg. We see you. Tiger on to beat again. Full PPR, I forgot. Oh, well, perfect. Full PPR. So then we go back to DJ Chark for that one. Thanks for clarifying that, my friend. Schmitty. Half PPR, or says half 0.5 pick 2. Devontae Smith, Mike Williams, Higgins, or Kirk. I'm going to go with Devontae Smith and Mike Williams this week. Not that I dislike T. Higgins or Christian Kirk, but I think those two are a good mixture of safe floor and high ceiling. Octacon, full PPR, Burrow, Big Ben, or Teddy B. This week I have Burrow ranked the highest out of those options, so he's my choice. Also need a flex from Tyson, Jamal Williams, or Corey Davis. Being a full PPR, the safest play is going to be Jamal Williams because he should see right around 8 to 10 targets. If you want to gamble a little bit more, though, that's where you go Corey Davis. Marlon Nash. In half PPR, do I go Jamar Chase or Devontae Smith at the flex? The rookie sensations. I mean, we know Cincinnati's going to throw the ball more than Philadelphia probably will, giving more opportunities to Jamar Chase, more touchdown potential. So I'm going to go Jamar Chase, but it's close. Oh, perfect. Jason Marinetti. This is how it is. Marintet. It's Marintet. I was way off. Jason, I've been mispronouncing your name for a long time. Marintet. But I appreciate that. Wally Ishmael. Pick one for flex, full PPR. Myles Gaskin, Nelson Aguilar, or Jamal Williams. Full PPR, I'm going with Jamal Williams, but it's super close. Anything under that, that's where I'll go to Myles Gaskin. But full PPR, I'll go with Jamal. Blitz, Cole Beasley or Rondale Moore for the flex in a half PPR, or do I bet on Jamal Williams' revenge game? So you're really choosing, in my opinion, between Cole Beasley and Jamal Williams. The touchdown upside is probably a little bit more towards Cole Beasley because Jamal Williams still has to worry about DeAndre Swift in that backfield. However, I do believe if they get on the goal line, they're going to let Jamal Williams bang it in on his old team. So if you want to play it safer, it's Jamal Williams. The higher upside, in my opinion, could be Cole Beasley this week, though.
Anytime someone's going to bang it in, you got to play them.
Absolutely. Got to take advantage of those bangers when you can. Jeff McQueen. Jake, you and Kyle are the only fantasy football info guys I listen to. Well, thank you. Appreciate that, Jeff. Will Saquon get back to being the Giants of running backs? I think he does. And I think we kind of saw a glimpse of it just this past, Thursday, right? I had him as a sit in our video this week, and I was super nervous, especially when I saw him break off that, 41-yard rush. I'm like, oh no. He looked good, and I believe he's ready, but they're not overly rushing him back, which I have to respect. They said they were going to do this. They're doing it. I think, though, that next week we start to see a little bit more, and then a little bit more in week 4. Does he get back to being the number 1 overall? That's going to be tough, but I think he gets back to being a top 10 guy on a weekly basis, but I don't see them overusing him anytime soon. Alan Osorio. Looking to upgrade at receiver, have Chubb, Eckler, Harris, and Henderson. Can I afford to trade away Eckler and be comfortable with Henderson as my running back 2? I would prefer not to. Honestly, I would prefer to have Chubb and Eckler on a weekly basis. It depends what need you have at wide receiver. Like, is it a huge need, or are you just like, I'd like to have it? Because if you just would like to have it, I keep the running backs. If it's a glaring need where you're starting like Amon-Ra St. Brown every week, then it's a problem. And that's where we have to really start looking at things. So personally, I would prefer to keep those running backs, and I would try to shop a Damian Harris or a Darrell Henderson and get another wide receiver 3-ish type player just for added depth if you think that you need it. Joe Lopez is next, and he did it in all caps, so I'm thinking he may be screaming at us at this point. Should I drop Latavius Murray for Chark or Shenault? I have Elliott, CEH, Robinson, and Miles Sanders as a backup. So you have depth already. Also has Devontae Adams, Deontay Johnson, and Amari Cooper. So you're good at running back regardless. Should you drop Latavius Murray for Chark or Shenault? Probably. I don't think it's going to hurt. It gives you some added wide receiver depth. Shenault being more of a safer floor. Personally, I'm a little bit more of a Chark guy. I've been a Chark guy since he came out of college. So I have Chark slightly higher, a little bit more boomer bust, a little bit more touchdown dependent. But personally, I think Latavius Murray is still going to be splitting in that backfield for right now with Tyson Williams and with Devontae Freeman, who just was activated to the active roster. And Le'Veon Bell is still waiting in the wings. So being that there's so many questions in that backfield, I take Chark and stash him on my bench. Schmitty out there becoming a new member of Holden Chubb. What's going on, Schmitty? John, oh God, Kyle, I need you. John,
where are we at?
John oh my God, I am so dumb.
Matuniewicz?
John, are we close? I'm hoping we're close, John. Let's see here. Keenan Allen or Marvin Jones in a half PPR. You guys rock. Still going Keenan Allen over Marvin Jones this week. Glad I became a member. John, we are glad you did as well. Thank you very much. Greg Schroeder, half PPR, Damian Harris or Bobby Trees. Fumble scares me. Absolutely. The fumble scares me too. And I'm hoping that Bill Belichick watched my video this week, Kyle. I don't think he did, but I made direct eye contact. I tried to speak directly into his soul this week. I don't know if it worked.
I never make direct eye contact.
Do you never do?
Yeah.
No, I made direct eye contact, like seriously, spoke it to his soul that he better not punish Damian Harris too much for that fumble. But we've seen it happen in the past. Who was it? Was it Jonas Gray? Do you remember that guy? Didn't he rush for like 200 yards for like 2 games and then he never saw the field again because he fumbled?
Yeah.
Like, what are you laughing at, by the way?
I was gonna say something. It's getting to that point in the night where I was gonna say something that I just should not have.
Oh, so you caught yourself.
I did.
Perfect. I think I know where you're going, and I'm glad that you held it in. So yeah, I think Damian Harris has that safer potential. Bobby Trees, I think, has a higher touchdown upside. If it's me personally in a half PPR, I'm going with Bobby Trees.
John Mitinevich.
Did he say it?
Yep. With the 2 bomb.
Appreciate you, John. Sorry for totally butchering it because neither one of us were right. Master Reaper, and he put Antino, which I'm pretty sure is Antonio Brown, or Devontae Smith as the flex. I'm still going with Antonio Brown. Will A, in a full PPR, Gaskin or Devontae Smith? Ooh. Full PPR makes it super close. I'm still going to lean towards Gaskin, though, as being the safer option because we did see him get those 5 to 6 receptions a week, and it still gives him that safer floor. Wesley Webb. Love the content, guys. Full PPR, Jacoby Myers, Jamal Williams, or Elijah Moore in the flex. Also, if Swift is out, Myers or Moore in the flex. I think you should be good with Swift here this week. So out of Myers, Williams, and Moore, I really don't want to start Jamal Williams and DeAndre Swift. So I'm going to have to go with Jacoby Myers and then DeAndre Swift there. W and J, the Sports Addicts. What's going on? Peyton Barber for Saints defense. So you can trade the Saints defense for Peyton Barber. I mean,
or the other way around.
Do what?
Or the other way around.
What
I don't trade for, and I don't trade defenses.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody wants a spare defense from your bench, I'll take just about anything because you shouldn't be carrying 2 defenses anyway. So, I mean, I'll take Peyton Barber. I'm not in any hurry to throw him into my lineup if that's what you're getting.
Real quick, Isaac Cordova just super chatted at the very end. He goes, how do I become a Patreon soon to be MVP? Isaac, I am going to post the Patreon link for you in the chat and pin it, but it is also in the description of the video.
Yes. Let's see here. TC, what's up, fellas? Says Julio, DJ Moore, Mike Williams, T. Higgins, Naheem Hines, pick 2 in a standard league. In a standard. So Naheem Hines is not going to be it for me. In a standard, I'm going with Julio Jones and Mike Williams. You also have Tim Patrick or Devontae Parker. I'm going to go with Devontae Parker this week because there's no Will Fuller. Oh, no. I got to go back up and find it because I already forgot. Marintet. Jason Marintet. I'm going to get it, Jason. Don't you worry. Perfectly said, Jake. I got Zeke for Monty. Good. I don't hate it. I think Zeke is, a lot of people are freaking out about Zeke. The one thing that worries me the most about Ezekiel Elliott is losing Lyle Collins off the offensive line for the next few weeks. That's going to hurt a little bit, but I do think he bounces back. David Montgomery is somebody who, he just looks so good. David Montgomery is night and day from when we saw him first come into the NFL. He's patient. He's finding the holes. He's making quick decisions when needed. He's putting his foot in the ground. He's going north and south, and I love to see that. I'm a big fan of Monty going forward, but I also think Zeke rebounds, so not bad. And Had Paul Singh Khalsi says, full PPR, pick 2 out of these. Brandon Cooks, Chark, DJ Moore, and Darrell Henderson. Multiple guys I like. I'm going to go with DJ Moore and Darrell Henderson just because I have a hard time trusting Houston against a tougher defense this week in Cleveland, and Chark is a little bit more touchdown dependent than the other one.
Real quick as well, Carlos in the chat, do y'all go over Prize Picks and Patreon subscriptions? I can't do DraftKings since I live in Texas. Yes, we have exclusive Prize Picks content.
Yep, their videos that come out. Yep.
And MVP, right? It's only MVP?
Yes.
It's only MVP. It's only the MVP tier.
Yep. You get DFS stuff, which I know you can't get, but then Prize Picks is also included.
Yep.
Donovan Bell, pick 2. Okay, this one's for you, Kyle. Pick 2 IDPs. Let's see here. We have Joe Schobert, Devin Bush, and then we have K. Murray. K. Murray. Who's K. Murray?
Is it Kevin Murray?
I keep wanting to say Kyler Murray, and I know that's not right.
Oh boy. Give me a second. Hold on here.
And then Tremaine. I mean, there's a couple of those as well. I'll be honest, I don't ever pay attention to IDP rankings because I'm too busy focused on offense. So, Kenneth Murray, maybe?
Kenneth Murray, that's right. Yep. Kenneth
Murray, Joe Schobert, Devin Bush.
So, Joe Schobert.
You need to pick 2. So the other one is Kenneth Murray, Devin Bush, or Tremaine. Edmonds from the Bills.
Kenneth Murray would be next.
So you're going Kenneth Murray and then Joe Schobert, or either one of those. Perfect. Joseph Palacios. Who should I start in my flex? Darrell Henderson, Elijah Mitchell, Javonte Williams, or Marvin Jones Jr. I'm going with Darrell Henderson there. In that Rams offense, they just have opportunities every single week, regardless of their opponents. Carmen Savage. What's going on, Carmen? Says pick a flex. Damian Harris, Cole Beasley, or T. Higgins. Don't know if this is PPR or not. If it's standard, I'm going with Harris. If it's anything PPR related, though, I'm going with Cole Beasley. Gainwell or Ingram? I mean, a lot of people want to look at Mark Ingram's 26 carries last week and think that he's like a new top 12 running back. A lot of that had to do with the matchup and the game script, getting out to an early lead. So I'm not overly excited, especially not in a tough matchup against Cleveland. So I'm going to go with Gainwell and hope they continue to use him in the passing game. And then Jar Jar Stinks, not trusting Ayuk again just yet. So still undecided between Kirk or Hamler in a 2-point PPR for wide receivers. In a 2-point PPR, I still think Kirk sees more consistent volume because I feel like Noah Fant's going to get the added volume, the added targets in Denver, and not as much KJ Hamler. I know he'll get some looks, but he's more big play dependent, and I like Fant a lot, so I'm going to go with Christian Kirk right there. And then I'm going to get a drink of water because I feel like we've been talking for
oh my God.
2 hours
straight
and 3
hours
minutes.
of question. Donovan Bell with the 5-bomb. Thanks, y'all, for the help this week, and good luck to you in your leagues. Donovan, good luck to you as well. Eric Matthews with the 2-bomb. James Robinson, Drake, Devonta Smith, pick 2 in a PPR. Since it is a PPR, I'm going to go with Drake and Smith here.
Perfect. Who out there is having fun? Can we get a hashtag? What do we want to make a hashtag for?
Hashtag bangers and mash.
Bangers and mash. Perfect. No idea why we're going to put that, but if you're having fun out there, hashtag bangers and mash.
And just to remind everybody, again, we've got 11 new members tonight. Greatly appreciate everybody's support. But becoming a new member here on YouTube is an awesome way to help support the channel because you get a ton of extra content with it that drops throughout the week. And you get that extra live show that drops on Sunday mornings with me. We hang out, we chat. The chat is not nearly as crazy. Last week, I was able to get through a lot more questions. Again, $4.99 a month. And on top of it, in the chat, you get some sweet badges next to your name and some sweet emojis that you can use in the chat as well. And we've decided, because everybody asked for it last week, we are going to do a giveaway.
Yep.
Every single week of the season. I was like, I want to.
Yep. Every single Sunday on the live stream, we'll be giving away an autographed something.
So last week, to kick off the season, we gave away an autographed DJ Moore jersey and an autographed Cortland Sutton jersey. Tomorrow, we're giving away an autographed Joe Mixon football that's super nice. It's got the Bengals logo stitched on it. Really, really cool. So we're going to be giving that away tomorrow. But, $4.99 a month, and we only give it away to people that are in the chat, that are members. So,
and then you can see, I don't know if you can probably make it out on my phone. There's 3 bonus videos that came out just this week.
Yep.
For members only.
Yep.
So there's other
100%.
content that you get as well.
Corey Thompson dropping a 2-bomb for us in the chat. Appreciate you, Corey. Christian Mayonove.
Yes. That's what I would say.
Mayonove. Christian Mayonove.
Sounds very, very
Is it
French.
Italian.
Or Italian. Yes.
Hey, overall thoughts on Antonio Gibson? Is he still learning the position? I saw volume and 5.5 yards per carry, but why is McKissick still so involved? It sucks that they involved McKissick so much. However, I believe that the usage of McKissick last night was directly correlated to Tyler Heinicke. That's
Heineke.
what Heinicke. It was directly correlated to Heinicke. If Ryan Fitzpatrick was healthy, I don't think you would see McKissick so involved. But because Heinicke is going to be checking down a little bit more often, I believe this coaching staff believes that having McKissick on the field a little bit more often helps him when he can't maybe find like that first or second read. I watched the game, but it's really hard to like watch a game in live action and get a really good feel for how guys are breaking down the fields and progressing through all their targets. So I don't know if he had an issue with that this week. If he did, then there's a great possibility that they were like, hey, we're going to get McKissick on the field a little bit, because if Heineke's not going through his progressions well, he can check down to McKissick a little bit more time. And I believe that the Giants just forgot about him. So they kept running him out there because the Giants weren't really covering him. So I wouldn't take everything that you saw from this Thursday night game and just say that Antonio Gibson's done. I think Antonio Gibson is going to end up being fine. The one thing that concerns me more than anything is the goal line carry by J.D. McKissick. But again, because of where they were at in the offense and they were doing a little bit of hurry up, I just don't think that they pulled him off the field there.
Yep. And that's exactly what it was. It's just he was on the personnel that was on the field at the time, and they weren't going to substitute because they felt comfortable with him taking it.
Wally Ishmael with the 5-bomb. Pick 1 for flex full PPR. Pick 1 for flex full PPR. Jamal Williams, Corey Davis, James Robinson, DJ Chark. It's going to be Corey Davis for me there. Ram Kumar becoming a new member of Holden Chubb here on YouTube. Appreciate you, Ram Kumar. Alex Captain Armendariz with the 2-bomb and a half PPR, Julio, Gordon, or Mitchell in the flex. I'm gonna go with Mitchell here. If you want more upside, you can go with Julio, but I think Mitchell's gonna be a little bit safer. And Derek Blaze becoming a new member of Holden Chubb. TXDK with the 5-bomb. Standard, Stafford or Tannehill. I'm gonna go with Jake. You have Tannehill over Stafford this week, don't you?
Nope, I have Stafford over Tannehill.
Okay, so Stafford, Mixon, Jones, Adams, DJ Moore, Waller, pick my flex. Woods, Antonio Brown, Corey Davis, Sutton, or Harris. I'm going to go with Woods here. Corey Thompson with the 5-bomb, pick 2, Julio, Mike Williams, Mike Evans, or Sutton. I'm going to go with Mike Evans and Mike Williams. Luke Larson with the 5-bomb, currently at a Kiss concert. Yeah.
Whoa.
Let's go.
Wow. And he's watching our live stream. The show must suck.
I love it.
I love it.
Claypool or Ayuk in a full PPR. I'm going to go Claypool there.
Yep. 100%. Until we see Ayuk actually involved more, even though Shanahan's come out and said, yeah, he's going to get more looks and he's going to get more opportunity. Still, I want to see it before I trust it. Really hard to trust coach speak, on a weekly basis in the NFL. 100%. Sundaysy out there saying, hey. What's going on? Jamar Chase or Landry in a flex half PPR for Mitchell Bergman. I'm going with Jamar Chase. TJ's out there happy for a Penn State dub. He's super pumped. Teddy, Big Ben, or Baker? That's a good question. I got Teddy 2 gloves. Whew. I have Baker Mayfield 1 spot above at number 15. Not going to get a huge bake show this week, but a much better matchup than he had last week.
Jacob Jenkinson with the 2-bomb, PPR Woods or Marvin Jones at the flex. Definitely Woods there for me. Christian Mayonove.
We got it right.
50% French, 50% Italian. Good read. Thanks for the explanation. It's reassuring. Appreciate you, Christian. Brett Shugarts. Brett, what's going on, my man? With the 5-bomb, half PPR flex, Mike Williams, Cole Beasley, Kyle Pitts. Don't stop believing. I kept singing to Brett last night on the break stream. He was loving it. And he got a one of one Kyle Richardson signature last night. So congratulations to Brett. And a half PPR.
What did you sign?
One of the like little dividers that they put, or the fillers that they put in, so you can't like feel the packs and be able to guess which ones.
So now you're shipping your autograph to people?
I am. I signed like 4 of them last night. It was requested. They told me, because I was just throwing the fillers out, and they said, when you get them, you should sign them and send them to us.
Does anybody want my autograph? That's not fair. Nobody? Anybody? Bueller? Nobody. Whatever.
Anyway, back to Brett's question.
Yeah.
I mean, the upside is going to be the Mike Williams play. If it was a full PPR, I would definitely go Cole Beasley. But there's such good touchdown upside with Mike Williams and Kyle Pitts. I mean, if you're looking for the safe play, I'm going to go with Beasley. If you're looking for the upside play, I'm going to go with Mike Williams. Hugo, Santa Cruz, who should I flex? Tyson Williams, Kirk, or Gainwell? Option sucks. I know, lost Judy and Dobbins. I'm going to go Tyson Williams there. Hodes with the 5-bomb, half PPR flex, Kareem Hunt, Darrell Henderson, or Miles Sanders. Still going to lean Darrell Henderson here, barely. Only $4.99. Orly with the $4.99. Half PPR flex spot. Deontay Harris, James Robinson, Kenyon Drake, or Tyler Boyd. I'm gonna go. I kind of like Tyler Boyd this week. Drake's probably gonna be safer, but I'm gonna lean Drake here. I'm gonna lean Drake. Moses Andrade with the 5-bomb. 14 PPR. K1. Who is K1?
It's Kyler.
It's Kyler? Mm-hmm. Oh, because he's number 1. Okay. I've never heard that one before.
It's okay. I'm an Arizona fan. That's what I'm here for.
Gibson, Henderson, Edmonds, Mitchell, Dillon, Malcolm Brown, Cooks, Boyd. Oh, my God.
So that's a lot.
Moses, it's really hard. We get this question a lot. Who can I trade for?
We don't know.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to, because we don't know what your team looks like, or we don't know what the rest of the teams look like. We don't know what the scoring settings are. I mean, those are just, it's hard for us to say who is a player that you can go and trade for. I don't know. Now, if you need 2 wide receivers, I can answer that one for you. Cooks, Boyd, Fuller, and Mooney. first off, you need to go. I can't tell you who, but you need to go trade for a wide receiver. That's
Yes.
what you need to do. And honestly, for Elijah Mitchell, I would maybe run to whoever owned Monster, or if somebody out there does own Sermon, I would go to them first and try to offer Elijah Mitchell for like a wide receiver too. For this week, Fuller's out. So Fuller isn't even playing this week. I'm going to go Boyd and Cooks here.
Yeah, but like you said, you need some help at wide receiver, and Elijah Mitchell may be the guy that you can capitalize on some high value right now.
Matthew Hutchins with a 5-bomber, Ezekiel Elliott and Saquon Barkley worth 2 of these. Henderson, Carson, Sanders. If not, who would be off limits? Bangers and mash.
Bangers and mash.
I mean, if I had to trade somebody, I would rather trade Henderson because of Sony Michel lurking and Carson because of all of his past injuries. But if those are like your only 3 running backs, I'm probably not trading 2 of them for either of those guys right now, because then you're going to be screwed with your depth.
Yes.
And Austin Santiago with the 5-bomb, Kenyon Drake or KJ Hamler at the flex in a full point PPR. Still going to go with Drake here. I do think Hamler has some upside this week, but I think Patrick could end up seeing more targets, and you still have Sutton, and Fant could have a huge week, and they could run the ball a lot. So I'm going to go with Kenyon Drake. Marlon Nash in a full point PPR, DJ Moore, Chase Edmonds at the flex. I love myself some DJ Moore, but Chase Edmonds is in for a pretty good week this week. And it's a running back, and we love to flex our running backs. I'm going to go Chase Edmonds. Alexander Hecatome. Alexander, I'm just going to call you. Thanks for the 2-bomb. I drew I with the 2-bomb. Williams or Higgins, leaning Higgins. I'm also leaning Higgins as well.
Casey, our own Casey, who's like a rock star now because he made it into one of our videos from Canton, says that he heard a rumor that I was going to start up a kissing booth for Kyle in Canton next year.
Wait, so I'm going to be in the kissing booth?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not opposed to it.
I'm basically going to sell your services in Ohio next year.
Jake, I have sold my services for far less.
That is also a true statement. 100%.
I would sell my services basically to anybody that came and became a new member in the next 5 minutes, but I can't sexually sell myself on the internet. So I mean, that's kind of illegal. So even though I say I would do it, I can't legally
do it.
Mean it. So,
all right, well, here's what we're going to do, because it is 11:20 East Coast time. We have 950 people here still watching it, which I love to see the people here in the chat. But can the people do me a favor? Who out there watches college football? Can we go help out our boy over on Headliner U, who's breaking down all these big matchups? Our boy Chris Chouse over at Headliner U is starting to pump up some serious content. And if you enjoy college football, that's where you need to go. So I'm going to put a link to his channel here, if I can do that without making a bunch of noise. But if we can help him out and throw some subscribers his way, I know he would be very appreciative, because the dude is absolutely killing it right now with college football content. So I'm going to put that in the chat. And if you could help subscribe to his channel, it's our Fantasy Headliners. Headliner U is the name of it. So there's that. If you could help subscribe to his channel, I know he would be appreciative.
Alex V says #forehead kisses.
Exactly. That's
John with the 279 donation. Full PPR, Corey Davis versus the Pats or Juju. Still going to lean Juju here over Corey Davis.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, I think Corey Davis is somebody who gets peppered weekly, but
it's Juju.
It's still
in
not to that point yet. Yes.
Quick passing game, lots of targets.
David, I think, really wants the Mixon ball. David is a member, so David has a chance if he's in the chat tomorrow.
Show up tomorrow, David. Show up tomorrow. Make sure you guys have your noties on for the channel, because when I go live, like I said, it'll be like between 11 and 11:30-ish is when I'll go live. Dude Key just subbed into the channel. Welcome in, dude. Welcome to the nation, baby.
That's right. You have found your home forever. Couple more questions, and then are you playing games tonight or anything, Kyle?
Zondal 316. Sup all, first time here. Zondal, hit that subscribe button. Stick around, man. Appreciate it. Welcome into the nation. I think I'm going to go run a little bit of Warzone. I streamed earlier today and I was just slicing and dicing all over Verdansk. So I think I'm going to go play with my boy Ethan for a little bit after this and hang out.
All right. If anybody is interested, like I said, it's 11:20 here East Coast time. We have nonstop talked football for 2 hours, 18 minutes, and 55 seconds, and we have enjoyed every single second of it. But we're going to take the party. We're going to take the party to the after party now, where Kyle's going to go play a little bit of Warzone. If you're interested in watching Kyle go dominate some Warzone, Headliner Gaming is where you need to go for that. But before we get out of here for the evening, thank you so much for all the support that you guys continue to show us. I tweeted something.
What?
What?
Hold on a second.
What?
Our boy Anton says, guys, just got out of the hospital. Sorry I missed the show. First off, Anton, do not apologize for missing the show because you were in the hospital. Second off, you better be okay. I swear to God, if you're not okay, I'm going to come wherever you are and I will nurse you back to health and I will wear the outfit to do it.
Isn't he like in Australia?
Jake, that's going to be a pretty hefty plane ride. I'm going to need that company card.
Yeah, you're going to need the company card for that one. Yeah, I don't know about that. that's a far travel. But anyway, before I was interrupted, which was for a good reason, if you follow me on Twitter, you saw a tweet I put out today where somebody actually tagged me in it, and they're talking about how I made, see, he's in Australia. I even know where our subs live. That's how in tune I am. Not all of them. I wish I could, but I remember a few. A lot of people want to spread hate for fantasy football, whether it be towards players, towards analysts, towards others in their community, whatever it is. Over here, we do not do that. So if we see the hate, we know it's a part of it. But if this game, which is so fun, gets you to the point of being angry where it leads to hate, this is not a game for you. So we welcome everybody new here to the community. You have a home here where you can come with like-minded people who really enjoy this and have fun. So thank you so much for the support. Thanks for hopping in the chat. Thanks for making the chat absolutely amazing. Kyle is over there punching himself, telling people to behave. Listen, let's just continue to have fun here with fantasy football. We've built a great community here over the past few years, and we're looking forward to each and every week communicating with you guys for all the videos. So just a reminder, live stream tomorrow before kickoff for members only. Then Monday, waiver wire. We're having a bonus video come out this week for everybody for some trade targets. Starts and sits for all 4 positions. Rankings for all 4 positions. We got some show us your teams. We got injury recaps, the weekend tailgate show, all kinds of things. And then what are you doing now?
The chat wanted to see the calf.
I don't think anybody wanted to. Who asked for it?
Oh my God, look at that. Look at the definition right there. Who wouldn't want this in their mouth right now?
Okay.
Who wouldn't want to suck on the back half of that calf? It's getting late, man.
I wouldn't want to. That's one person. As good as this show was, it just absolutely got bad that quick.
Calf cam for you all. Calf cam for all of you. We're going to Headliner Gaming, baby. It's about ready to get super crazy over there. If you want to see some more calves, come on.
Absolutely. That's where we're going now. Headliner Gaming. Make sure you head over there. We'll be live in just a few minutes. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you for sitting here with us for a few hours on your Saturday evening and talking football with us. But for myself and Kyle.
Oh, we got 2 super chats. SNYC, please pick 3 of these 6 to start. Mitchell, Edmonds, Gaskin, Marvin Jones, Waddle, Melvin Gordon. Mitchell, Edmonds, Gaskin for me. Sam Gross, full PPR. Kyle Pitts or Gronk for week 2. I think I've got Pitts just a little bit higher. Jake, get us out of here.
Absolutely. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. Looking forward to a bunch of dubs here this week in week 2, and we'll see you in week 3.